Venezia, I made my trade, selling the marionettes in my ramshackle place. On that hallowed night when I lost my life, all I remember was the gleam of the night. I vanished with no traces. I got friends in low places. I wasn't missed or mourned, my body never found, but I made new friends here underground. I was chosen for a second chance at life. I am the watcher, now I watch for all of time. Oh, just another one in a long line of no ones. What a many replacements with my friends in low places. I've got friends in low places. Oh, just another one in a long line of no ones. Face off with the faceless, with my friends in low
everybody. I hope you're feeling pretty good. How you all doing? We're gonna be playing RuneScape today. It's the one, it's the only, it's the agility stream. Let me reiterate our goals, what we're doing, why we're doing it. This is old school RuneScape, a game that I am deeply, deeply impacted by. I played this game for years as a kid. I think from like ages 8 to 11 or so. I just played nothing but RuneScape every single day. I love this game. And I've always had a want, a wish, a goal, and that is to get a god sword. A god sword in RuneScape, for those who are unaware, is a very cool sword, two-hand weapon that you can get that requires quite a bit of work to use. Now, I am playing on an Iron Woman account, which means everything I do has to be self-earned. I can't trade with players, and I can't use the Grand Exchange, which is like a player like economy network. So that means to get this god sword, I'm gonna have to fight the bosses in the God Wars dungeon. And to do that, I need a ton of different skills, and one of them, the big bad one, is agility. Agility sucks to train. It's the worst thing in the world because you need to click and go in circles, and that's it. And you have to do it constantly. There's no way to AFK it. There's no way to, do it while you're doing something else. You got to be clicking, and I hate it. And I got to get to 70 agility. Now I want to, give y'all a little, explain how much that is, how much level 70 agility is. Last stream, we were at 50 agility when we started. We went for 7 hours. We went for 7 hours straight with no breaks, going in circles, and we made about 200,000 experience points. Our total is about 300,000. Okay, that's my total experience on the skill, right? That's how much level 60 is. To get to level 70, we need 737,000 experience. So we need to get like another 400,000. Now, there's good news. There's good news. The last stream, going from between 50 and 60 agility, we were at the Falador agility course. Now, the Falador agility course, if you don't know, it's okay. It's not the best, though. It earns you about like 20,000 experience an hour. We're moving on, though, because now that we have 60 agility, I accidentally got 61 off stream. It was literally, I just finished a quest and it was part of the reward. So we have 61. With 61 agility, we get the Sears Village rooftop course. And guess what? This one can make you like over 40,000 experience an hour. So we're almost doubling our experience rates for this next one, which means if we were to go for another 7 hours tonight, we could do it. We could potentially hit 70. I don't know why I said it like that. We could do it. Hype is right. We are gaming. 70 agility, of course, being the requirement that we have to get to in order to see ourselves to the future, in order to access the boss that drops the stuff for the god sword. So I'm going to really quickly remember how to do something. I want to set up the timer for the stream, but I don't remember how to do it. I did this the other day and I've already forgotten. What the fuck? How do I start my timer? This is so silly of a thing to forget. I found it. All right, boom. Here's our timer. It's at 0 seconds. It's off center. Give it a sec. I got to open RuneScape. It'll all make sense once the game is open. It'll all make sense. Tuck yourself in. Relax. It's okay. We play RuneScape now. Is agility the last skill I need? No. Well, okay. It's the last requirement that I have, which you might be saying, Sophie, how is that not the same thing? The difference being in this case that I could theoretically do it at that level of agility, but it would not be very likely to. I would not be likely to succeed. As an Iron Woman, I have to do it on my own. I have to solo it, which means I'm going to need higher combat stats. Also, I want to point out my total level here: 1217 gamers. If you don't know, holy shit, that's a god sword right there. Hey, we get a little peek at our goals. Lord Z Dude giving us a little sneak peek at what could be ours someday. Look how cool that looked. You understand why I want it so bad. So 1217 total level. A little detail for you here. In RuneScape, there's servers, right? And there are specifically servers that are tucked away for for total level accounts that are at 1250. And you can only join those worlds at level 1250. The nice thing about those worlds is that they're usually low population, and there's tons of stuff in this game where I want to tuck my feet into a little zone, but some other person's tucked their feet into my zone, and it's getting all in my way. I want this zone all to myself. So getting that 1250 is very exciting, and we're working towards that with this goal as well. Let's get to it. I've geared up. I did not get the full graceful outfit last stream. This is my first time ever doing this course, so let's go ahead and start it. Let me start the timer. Oh god, I've already forgotten again. Hang on. There we go. Ow! So here's the thing. I said that in theory we could I said that in theory we could double our experience rates. There is a problem, and that's that you can fail courses, which we just did. And in theory, if we fail enough, we might actually be getting less experience than Falador. However, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm sure it'll be fine. Look at that. Look at that leap. Beautiful. We're doing the same thing that we did last stream, which is I'm going to be doing 120 laps. That is about 2 hours. Am I using the lap counter? Yeah, we need to do a lap before the lap counter appears. I'm going to be going for 120 laps, and for every $1 y'all donate, I do an additional lap. And we've got media share. So there we go. That's easy. Oh, look at that. Boom. And there's our lap, and there's our lap counter. Let's move this over. Perfect. We're starting for real. Wow, they land us so far away from this. I hope that we don't run out of agility with this. Is our agility going to recharge fast enough to do this consistently? I don't know. That is scary. That is extremely scary. Mark of Grace right away. We'll have to see. If our Ren energy doesn't recharge fast enough, we're at negative 17 pounds with our graceful outfit. If it doesn't recharge fast enough, I straight up might have to go back to Falador. It looks like we're okay. We're already at 94 here, 95, 90. Oh, it should be okay. You won't, in my experience, you won't like recharge in time, or you won't not recharge in time. We seem okay. We're at 96 right now, and we were so like we lost 4 total there. I think it should be okay. I think it should be fine. I don't have any stamina potions. You'll have enough? Okay, perfect, Alexa. That's wonderful to know. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be fine. Here we go. We're going in circles. This is fantastic. Yeah, I did mention also, yeah, so I accidentally got 61 agility off stream. We were at 60 when we left off. It's because I completed, I think it was Regicide. It was either Regicide or it was Underground Pass, which is a quest. It sucks, by the way. And it made me gain some experience, and it shot me up. Nice in general. Like, I think it's handy personally. You know, that cuts off some time we have to run, but also now the continuity is broken. Underground Pass is the best quest. I actually love the story of these quests so far that's building up with Regicide and Underground Pass and everything. There's some cool shit going on. I was actually interested, but God, it's annoying. It's really annoying to go through. It is an annoying quest. It's just massive. It's a huge area with like a shit ton of traps. Like there is a stupid amount of traps during that quest that you constantly have to go back and forth between. It's annoying. And there's like a giant pit you can fall in, and you have to make a bunch of jumps over like pits, and you can fall, and if you fall you take a shit ton of damage, and then you have to walk all the way back up. It's such a waste of time. It sucks so much ass. Does RuneScape have 2-factor authentication, or is that behind a paywall? Oh baby, you don't even know about the stronghold of security. Not only does RuneScape have 2-factor authentication, but they encourage you to do it by letting you go to the stronghold of security, and you answer a bunch of security questions, right? Questions that are like, hey, how's your security? How are you doing? You know what's up? You know how to be good? You know how to keep your account safe? And if you succeed, if you get through it all, then you get like a bunch of coins and a pair of fancy boots. They're rainbow boots if you want. There's 2 boots you can choose from. One is the fighter boots, and then there's the rainbow boots. And if you don't choose the rainbow boots, I'm sad, and it makes me depressed, personally. I got you to start training agility? Fuck yeah, let's go. Agility is legitimately such a useful skill. The amount of shortcuts you get is so handy, and run energy is always... Oh god, we're at 78 run energy. We might actually run out over time here. That's a little scary. Oh well. There's 3 boots there? What the fuck? What's the new boots? That's awesome. I want some new boots. What do they look like? You can fight or be gay. True. Gayer boots? What? Hang on. I'm Googling this. Stronghold of security. Show me these boots. Got you to play old school in general again? Awesome. Hey, I'm glad. I love RuneScape. I really do. Like, I took a big break too, specifically on my grind to 80 smithing, which was burning me out. No, I fell. We are absolutely losing run energy. That's a problem. I might have to go redeem. I almost have enough Marks of Grace for another piece of the Graceful armor set, which if you don't know, makes your run energy recharge faster. So we might have to stop midway here and go and redeem that at some point. We'll see. It's not hard to do. I have a teleport to go like basically right there. Let me look at these boots. Reward rooms. Ba, 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 ba. Show me the boots. Show me the boots. I see fighting boots or fancy boots. What's the third? Oh, fancier boots if it's a Jagex account. Oh my god, it's both! It adds the spikes from the fighter boots and they're gay. That's amazing. That's awesome. I should go pick those up because I have a Jagex account. I think you need to have a Jagex account now. It's funny, I've been trading Slayer, so I just go to the Stronghold of Security casually sometimes. Because I get monsters that are there and I go fight them. Remember, y'all, media shares up. $1, 1 lap. We need like at least like 7 hours of these circles. So we got to be here for a while. I'm only doing 120 laps without those donos. Now you can be gay and slay. It's true. They finally. You could still linger on an old account like you could with Mojo. I tried it, or like it forced me to. It forced me to use a Jagex account. Maybe it's because I'm using the Jagex launcher. That's probably it. Making that XP. Microsoft killed Mojang, or did I say Mojang? oh, you mean, yeah, wait, Microsoft also killed Mojang accounts. That's also a thing you can't do anymore. Oh, you said could, so it's fine. You need to for the launcher? Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I don't mind. It's kind of handy because now when I log in, I don't have to type in my password every time. So that's handy. Hello, husband!
Karate chop.
He karate chopped me. What's up?
Karate chop.
Hi. Hi. I'm training agility.
You are? How's it going?
Pretty good. We have done
how
9
agile?
laps. I have 61 agile.
Wow.
Hey!
Evelyn! Thank you for the $3.
Signalize music moment.
Signalize. That's not how you say that. That's not the right one. Hang on. There it is. Oh, it's quiet. Hang on. Think? Actually, it might just start quiet. I'm a little scared now. It definitely just started quiet. Okay. Cool. Weirdly enough, these streams make you want to play Minecraft. You know what? They're both games where you do a lot of grinding and you kind of hang out. I get that. I want to play Minecraft. I need an excuse to play Minecraft again. Because I got to get back into developing for Apocalypse. I've been making a lot of God game cards lately. Exclamation point God game. I'm currently on the grind to make a card for every single skill in RuneScape. I'm halfway done right now. I just finished thieving. So there's spell cards. So they work. How they all work is you have a passive effect when they're readied, and the passive effect is you get the skill, and like every card has its own way of leveling up, and then a passive effect that scales with your level. Can you add runecrafting to Apocalypse? No. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. There's stuff like the strength skill, with the strength skill card, increases the damage of. I'm gonna turn on the RuneScape music while there's no sounds. It increases like the damage of attachment cards. So if you have an attachment card that gives you increased damage, then it like increases that. There's the fucking, what else do I have? There's the construction skill, which you literally, to level it up, you just have to pay coins. It's like 10 coins per level up, which is a lot in God game. But for every like level divisible by 11, you get an extra field slot. So you can play extra cards, which is nuts. I'm gonna do like farming is gonna be all about like creating field effects, because like there's a few things in God game that aren't used a lot. Field effects and spells I feel like are pretty uncommonly used. So the magic and runecrafting skills are both about like generating mana and mage characters and stuff, and then farming is gonna be for field effects. It's gonna be a lot of fun. That's neat. Yeah, I posted a few of them in the art channel in the Discord. Soapy Baby Minecraft stream until she finds diamonds. Man, if only everybody's ever done a stream before where they play until they find diamonds. That's a crazy good idea. Somebody should try that.
That's kind of fucked. I don't know.
You don't know? You don't think it would work, Duke?
I don't think it would work, no.
But yeah, I've been training construction pre-stream and it's fucking killing me. For those who don't know, construction, it's already bad on a regular account. It's like stupid expensive because of all the planks you have to buy. But I'm on an iron account, so I can't even buy planks. I have to chop down trees and then turn them into planks. And you need so many. I literally need like, I think I need just under 2,000 in order to level up to get, I think it's that much to get the portal room, which is currently what I'm shooting for. And like, that's so much. That's so much. Because you gotta chop every single, it's one plank per log. It's terrible. And I have very limited money. It's expensive to turn those logs into planks. Remember the era of player-themed spells? Funny. I miss the spell deck, the player spell decks. I had one. Mine was themed after Slurpees, and there was some Tarkov stuff in there. I straight up, in the future, next time I play God game, if Socks is there, and I get any card that's like pull from any deck you want. If I get anything like that, I'm gonna look Socks in the virtual eye, and I'm gonna say, hand me my fucking spell deck. I wanna pull the duffel bag. I want the red key card. Give me the Coke Slurp. I did see the Slurpee deck. I know the Slurpee deck is still like in there somewhere. I don't know if there's any way to pull those cards, but I swear that I saw Socks like move them around at some point. Me in real life, I have very limited money mood. That's why I'm doing this stream. Gotta pay the bills somehow. In RuneScape 3, there's a place to cut logs into planks for free now. Straight up, I don't know if I support that, because I feel like construction is an important money sink for the game. You want to make a Slurpee Magic the Gathering deck? Here's step 1. Get your Magic the Gathering cards. Step 2, go to 7-Eleven. Step 3, put the cards under the tap. I think you can figure it out from there. But yeah, I miss the player-themed spell decks.
Hey,
I get why they're taken out. Turtle Thing with the $3! You're done making your omelet?
My omelet.
That's awesome. Did you put a song in? I don't know if you did. I can't tell. You did. Oh, it's our dragons! Yay! Hang on, it's not showing up, but I can fix that. Hang on. What if I do this? Nope. There we go. Dragons! Let me turn that up. Turtles, thank you so much for dragons. This is a really good way to start the grind. This feels good. I am steadily losing run energy, which is a big problem. Like, actually a very, very, very big problem. I don't remember how many... So the only graceful pieces I'm missing is the hat and the cape. And I don't remember how many marks I need for each. Could somebody just Google that for me? How many marks of grace for the graceful hood and the graceful cape? Those are the only 2 pieces I'm missing. You hit me up with that info, with that hot tech, with that, I don't know, then that would be very helpful. Because I know I have a bunch in the bank still. It's because they made an area that compounds your need for planks by like a factor of 10. You know what? There is a way to get effectively free planks in old school. There's a miscellanea. I don't know if that's in RuneScape 3. Isn't it like 30 for each? No, they all have different prices. 40 for boots. No, not boots. I had the boots. It's the hood that I need, not the boots. 40 for cape is helpful. I think I have like 30. This is a little loud. I think I have like 30. 35 for hood. Okay. We can probably pick up the hood. Like now. So once we run out of run energy, we'll take a little break to go grab that. And pray, I guess. Pray it's enough. Because we're barely losing any run energy, but we are consistently losing just a little bit. I'm going to actually take off my cape real quick. I have an Ardoon cape. And we'll take these off just for fun. We'll put those away because these have weight. It's possible that those are like weighing us down a little bit. You just realized why you weren't running out of run? Why's that? Spottier cape and boots of lightness. I don't know what those are. But that's okay. I'm wearing I'm wearing all my graceful pieces. It's also possible that I'm simply... Yeah, I figured there are weight reduction items. Perhaps I'm simply more efficient with my lap clearing. Weight below 0, function is 0 for run energy drain. Huh? What does that mean? Am I doing the... Oh, wait, you're not asking me. Because I'm pretty sure that these pieces aren't just weight reduction. I think they also just give you like a straight up buff to your stuff. Here, let me just go to the wiki. We'll find out. Yeah, it increases your restoration rate. Like each piece has a set, like a little bit of a percentage. So it's not just weight reduction. You need the full set for the buck? No, each piece has its own. It's the full set has like an additional buff. Here, I'm actually gonna... I know I keep taking little mini breaks here, but I'm gonna quickly grab the rest of my marks so we know exactly how many we have. Oh yeah, I have 33, so I could straight up, I could go buy the hood right now. Let me look up how much the hood provides versus the cape, and we'll see which one's more worth it. All right, the cape is 3% run restoration. Hood is also 3% rest. Okay, so they're equal. Jeez, this is getting like progressively louder. Oh, lowering your weight after it's already negative doesn't give you any benefit. Oh, dang. Okay, I didn't know. It's important to take breaks when you're doing some soul crushing as Jody grind. The whole point is that y'all are paying me to keep doing these laps. It's all about crushing my soul. We talked about this last stream. Streaming is an exercise in torture. It's how people get a little bit. They get to try out torture in a low stakes environment. Give me that. Give me that right now. Yum. Boots of lightness do reduce your weight more, and they're easy to get for people just starting out. I didn't know that. I've never gotten the boots of lightness. Or the spot of your cape. Oh, Shrell. Think I just have an unhealthy work ethic? Yeah, I'm a streamer. The place to get it is legit 50 tiles from where I am. That's nuts. That's funny. That's confusing though, because you weren't running out of run energy. I am, but I have negative weight, so it shouldn't matter. Unless the boots and cape also give a run energy boost. God, I just realized we're getting 400 experience per lap there. That's actually like really chunky. That's a big number. That's triple digits, baby. I'm so used to training every other skill where like the greatest thing you can see is like 80 XP per action. Prioritize higher recharge items first. Okay, okay. Well, I think once we hit 40, I'll just get a hood. And then we'll get the cape last. Because the hood looks nicer. No! The hood will make the, you know, it'll make the set look full. Even without the cape. Damn, yeah, we're down to 24. That's not good. Because if we're down to, if we run out of run energy, the XP rates are going to go down the toilet. RuneScape has so many little secrets, it boggles my mind. RuneScape is structured like a classic point and click game in most cases. And by that, I mean like most shit in the game is extremely like hidden, and it's unbelievable how anybody figures half this shit out without guides. The quests especially, a lot of the quests are straight up, it's point and click logic. Point and click logic, but in a world that's this big. Oh, I went to a room for some reason. Hang on. That was a cave. Point and click logic, but in a world that's this big. It's a big world. God, dragons are so inspiring. The quests are designed with guides in mind. Yeah. Open world point and click is scary to think about. On the bright, I think the reason they do it that way is because it's like a community effort to solve things, right? And that kind of, because RuneScape is an extremely single player MMO, but there's a really good argument to be made that in order to achieve basically anything in RuneScape, right? You're going off the work of people before you who figured out the most efficient ways to do stuff and, you know, found all these little secrets. And that's collaborative in and of itself. I hope we get this 40th mark of grace before we run out of run energy. We're at 23, and that scares me. I need to get my herb lore up, but fuck herb lore. I don't even know what like the best way to train herb lore is as an iron account. Like, how am I supposed to get the materials for that consistently? Joins, what's the final four C? This is media share. Moo Bloom Late Leaf. We're doing media share. This was donated. Fuck herb lore. Yeah, I don't fucking know at all how you're supposed to train herb lore as an iron account. Farming. Oh, that's true. There is, yeah, farming's another thing I have to do. I really want that 1250 total level, so I've been meaning to start farming. I actually have a shit ton of seeds that I've been just slowly gathering, because every time I get a seed drop, I just bank it. There's also, that one Slayer monster. What is it? Cave crawlers. They drop herb lore items. So usually whenever I get a Slayer task over there, I clean all the herbs I get from there and I make whatever potions I can from their drops. But Winter Tot and Master Farmers are probably, yeah, I don't want to do Winter Tot. I did a little bit of Winter Tot after the last stream and I didn't have fun. I categorically did not enjoy myself. It was bad. The rewards are so good, but it's so annoying. I don't know. It's, you just constantly are taking damage. Duke is doing the sparkle on pose right now. Hi, darling. What's up?
Walking out of the bedroom.
Awesome. You have 400 KC in Winter Tot. That's pretty good. I don't like it. I want the rewards though. It can also give me like logs, which I can turn into planks for my construction. It also gives construction XP. And fuck, I hate it. I hate it so much. The biggest issue for Winter Tot for me is getting food, right? Like, it's not like getting food is hard. I have access to the Warriors Guild, I think it is, which has like a food shop that has pretty decent food. I usually get baked potatoes, cheesy potatoes. Yeah, Winter Tot gets harder if you have more health, exactly. And it's so annoying because I need to get good food to survive it. And I have to just constantly, the only way for me to get like consistent food for it is to world hop, not the only way, but the best way is to world hop at the Warriors Guild. And it sucks. It sucks. Excuse me? Oh my god, thank Christ, the stronghold of security, single way combat, trying to do it in minimum constitution security. What the fuck is constitution, you RuneScape 3 player? This is old school. We call that shit hit points. Get out of here. You're in old school now. You gotta play by the old school rules. I'm disgusted. Make a fuck tons of wines. Maybe. How much does wine heal? You forgot they changed that? I remember when they made that change. I was playing RuneScape at the time. I remember they changed it to Constitution. And I don't know if these happened at the same time, but they changed it to Constitution and they added a 0 to health. Like every single thing in the game. It was before Evolution of Combat. So it was still this combat system. So literally the only effective change was that instead of having 99 total health, you could have like 990. And when you dealt 1 damage, instead of 1 damage, you would get like 10 damage. And that was the difference. And it was stupid. I mean, it made me feel great because I didn't train any of my stats as a kid because I was 8. And so I got to see double-digit damage for the first time. But also like, man, why? They added a, yeah, I know they added a, I think that was Evolution of Combat probably where they added the extra 0. I have a pet peeve against like stuff that adds more zeros than is necessary. Like Yu-Gi-Oh, for example. Why your HP gotta be like 10 million? A lot of like JRPGs, why do the numbers gotta be so big? Number go up is way more satisfying when it's small, I think. No. Well, we got our 40th mark of grace at 31 laps. I straight up, I have to go get the rest of the graceful set because we are out of run energy. Literally on 40, which is nice. So I'm gonna really quickly, we're gonna take a break. Here, I'll even pause the timer. Let me, oh, hang on. Tools, scripts, pause. Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break to get this. Head on over to Berthorpe. Don't like it when you have 10 billion health and dealing 1 million's damage? No, I don't. I don't like it. It's why, like, one of my favorite, it's part of why Kingdom Hearts 2 is one of my favorite JRPG, or like action RPGs, excuse me. Because, like, you get +1 strength in that game and it actually matters. You know what I mean? All right. Where's Grace? God, look how fast that run energy's recharging, though. That's nice. Grace! Give me the hood. So this is, yeah, 35, and then the cape is... Oh, it's the other way around. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get the cape, then. Because I brought 40. Boom! That's another 3% run energy. Hopefully that's enough. I doubt it is. But it'd be nice. And then I need... 5 air runes, 1 law rune. And back to Sears Village we go. All right, I'm gonna walk until we get there. I'm only gonna run when we're on the loop. Hopefully, that's enough. If not, our XP rates are gonna hurt a little bit. Starting the timer again. I doubt this is gonna make the difference. But what if it does, you know? You gotta hope, you gotta believe. That's what life is all about. There's so many people on this course alongside me also. I am not alone. I love how this person's like doing alchemy while they do this. They're fucking maxing out their XP rates. No XP waste. Hey, that's 62 agility. Let's go. That's our first level up for the day. Oh boy. Jimmy Champs, thank you for the sub. Thank you. You do that when you train here also? I don't, just because, I don't know, I like doing one thing at a time. It's your Hukupi, thank you for the sub! Ever think of how the level up noise oh, son of a bitch. Level up noise kind of sounds like the beginning of the Fortnite default dance? No. Next time I level up, though, I'll tell you. It's hard to elk when you're an Iron... No, elking is all you do as an Iron Man. Are you kidding? That's your moneymaker. You got no grand exchange. That's how you get cash. Haven't heard that sometimes before that took you out. Yeah, no, that's a classic. Oh my god, are we actually recharging run energy? Is this cape seriously enough? Did the 3% difference make it? We're at 40, right? Finding good alkables is hard though? No, not really. There's all sorts of stuff that's good. I mean, define good, right? Like, good for an Iron Man is anything that costs more than the nature rune costs, right? But I mean, when I'm doing Slayer, I get like, you know, decent drops and stuff. It's only losing like 2 energy per lap. If this gets back to 40 by the end of it. Oh, I just saw 40, but it's not at 40. Oh no, are we still losing? By the time we let... No, I think that's literally like perfectly even. 42. I think that's straight up where we were. Oh my god, that's so funny. How expensive are natures in the shops? It's like... It's only like 100 GP each or something like that. 120, I think. I could be totally wrong on that number, but that's what my brain is telling me. I haven't bought natures in a while.
Hey!
Finally, the 555! Let me fix it.
Meaning a woman holds the knife on the sharp end.
I don't know what that means. Hang on, I think this is quiet. This is very quiet. This is nice. Oh, fuck it up! Oh, fuck it up! No, we had 40. We are still losing run energy. We're losing like a little bit still. Fuck. Fuck! That's bad. I just need to, like, during every lap, take like a 2-second break. If I just stand still for like 2 seconds during every lap, we'll make enough. Evil's like $4!
I finally got to a Sophie stream in the first time in...
Who wants to learn about clocks? I want to learn about clocks. Guess I gotta elk bows. Could. I don't know, the money's not worth it at that point. I tend to just elk stuff I get during Slayer tasks. Oh, come on. Now we're just falling. Now we're just falling. I'm gonna run out of run energy just because of the falls. Don't make me go back to Falador, man. Don't make that happen. Here, what if I'm gonna walk on like this small... Oh god, that's so slow. That's so much slower. At least you still recharge when you're walking the tightropes. Come on. I wish you could like one tick flick running or something. This does go so fucking hard. No, this is fucking awesome. Yeah, I'll boast sometimes. Yeah, like I could be elking, but it's like whatever. You got the fancier boots? Fuck yeah! Music to fantasy parkour too. So true. I could see this being like the... Oh god damn it. I could see this being the track in like a movie. That's like a... There's like I could see this being a track in a fantasy parkour movie. The famous genre of fantasy parkour movie. I could see Assassin's Creed go into this. King shit! Sorry, I just saw their name. Oh fuck. This is fucking great. I'm just jamming out. Sorry I'm being a little quiet. This is good. Fancier boots look incredibly silly. Yeah, I know oh, with the Iron Woman armor especially. Yeah, they just kind of look silly in general. That being said, you do like legally have to wear them forever. They are, I think, they're pretty much the best boots you can get for a while. Early game.
Come on, guys.
This is so fun. Do the fancy Euro boots have better stats than the fancy boots? God, I am like not comfortable being this low on run energy. It's actually driving me insane. Same stats? That's probably for the best. Slowly losing it. No, I know we were talking about that. My run energy is slowly going down. It's that's why we took a short break earlier. Can you get a song link in chat? I don't know if you can. I'm gonna copy the name of it. This is what it's called. There's another mark. We just need like 35 marks of grace and we'll be fine. If you recall correctly, they almost added just feet boots. What does that mean? Also, Effect the Funk, thank you for the $3. What the fuck are feet boots? Just feet boots. What does that mean? Like, are you walking around with your toes out? Holy shit. Holy shit. Boots that are feet. That's awesome. Holy shit, this guy's going crazy! God, they're all like having so much fun with this too. You can see in their faces. Like a fool with the boots on their feet. Oh, Ren energy's so low. I'm gonna walk for a little bit here. Cause like, the thing is, if this like fully runs out, that's a problem because I'm gonna have to constantly tick it back on and off. So I want it to stay afloat. They should make claws, but for your feet. You're right. You can roleplay as a kitty cat. Get a mouse and just kind of roll on your back and... Jesus Christ. This is going to go below 20 on this run. That's so bad. Something so human about people making music and vibing. Goes back to the beginning, baby.
Hi, everyone.
We've always been... Oh, let's learn how to build a clock! I'm excited for this.
This time, we're going to build a clock.
We're gonna build a clock!
When I started metalworking around 8 years ago, it had always been a desire of mine to build a clock. And now, after 8 years of learning, I think I'm finally ready.
What are you
The
doing?
clock I'm going to build is based on a
He's
design
hanging
by
out. He's got
Brian
zoomies.
Warbeck. And he
Duke's
published this
freaking out over
lecture series
Grillbert.
of articles, which is
Berating
now
our
in
boy.
book form. Once you buy the book, you'll find...
I'm gonna turn this up. I really want to learn how to make a clock.
drawings
Wait, hold on.
What's up?
Explanations, which unfortunately
So we have,
assume that we've already
like a
built
little
number of clocks.
Cardboard storage
I'm
box,
going to try
right?
my
That is like
best
Yeah.
holding
to
things.
explain the
And
things
Gilbert,
that
over the
John
past like
has
week, has just
John has
taken off
created
one
a
of the
beautiful
corners.
design
He
for
likes to
the clock.
chew!
Just likes to
It's called
chew
the
and lick
skeleton
it because he's a
clock
little
because
pervert.
He's a little box pervert. You can't be upset at him.
All the works move as the clock is running.
Playing through Dragon's Dogma 1 really makes me hope they make the Pawn Search 2 better. I tried to play Dragon's Dogma recently, so I streamed it once. And I was like kind of into it. But then I died a bunch. And then just recently, like a couple weeks ago, I tried playing it again because I was excited for Dragon's Dogma 2. That game does not click for me. I wish it did. But holy fuck, the quests are terrible. At least the ones that I was doing in the early game. I played probably like 5-10 hours of the game, right? And oh my god, one of the first quests they give you is like an escort mission that took me straight up like half an hour of real life time. I fell. It's you have to strap like a Hydra head onto a cart, and then you have to slowly follow them throughout this massive area, guarding it from bad guys. And if you fail, if something bad happens, you have to restart from like a checkpoint that's so far away. It's so bad. And all the other quests besides that were kind of just very much, I don't know, they were fetch questy. They were kind of, there was so many escort missions. That's like this third escort mission I did, by the way. Like there was that one, and then before that I had to like escort one lady between towns, and then before that I had to escort a guy between towns. No, I did do the escort quest for the girl with the tits. That's a different one. There's so many escort missions in that fucking game.
Quite a few materials to build the clock. So while I was doing the CAD drawing, I began searching for the materials.
The girl with the tits? Yeah. The girl with the tits. She's got boobs.
Certainly you're going to need lots of brass in various thicknesses. You'll need a tube for the barrel.
I do kind of wish this guy was telling me what thicknesses I need for this clock.
That you'll need to make. So I purchased some steel. And on top of that, it's always good to have some aluminum around for building some fixtures.
It is always good to have... Fuck, I fell again. It is always good to have some aluminum around, chat.
You're going to need a whole set of cutters.
Pretty sure those are all the escort quests in the game. Are you serious? Well, they didn't hook me. I'm sorry to say they didn't hook me.
This cutter here is for making...
I have hopes for Dragon's Dogma 2, because there's a lot in the first one that I was liking.
And this one for making...
But there was a lot that I really was not liking. Also, they do the annoying shit that I fucking hate, where there's a DLC that lets you spawn with items that just make you way stronger than you're supposed to be. I hate that. And before anybody says, oh, just don't use them, I can't. I'm a gamer. I hate that shit. I hate DLCs that like make your character overpowered.
And this one a 0.6.
Especially when it's like built into a Game of the Year version. So that's just like the only way to play it now.
Need to make
Most optimal gamer. I'm playing RuneScape right now. Yeah, looking at New Vegas. Straight up, New Vegas does it too. And it's so it's so stupid. New Vegas isn't as bad for the most part, because like the stuff you get gets kind of useless pretty soon. On like the shotgun you get isn't very good. But the grenade launcher is pretty. Oh my god, I keep falling there. The grenade launcher is pretty nuts that you start with New Vegas DLCs. I always played New Vegas with a mod that delays the DLCs and integrates the items into the world instead of just giving them to you. Because it's stupid.
It's very specific to this clock. You'll have to purchase this specific spring. The author of the book recommends that you...
I hope that this guy has links to these items in the description, because he's just saying you have to buy this specific spring. It's like, what spring?
As you can see, there's still a fair amount of work that needs to be done on them, but I thought I would start with these.
Like, I'm never going to make this clock, but what if I wanted to, you know?
Hey, isn't that the same clock Chris is making?
New Vegas is better if you pretend the dock canonically as an extra grenade launcher. The issue is, like, the stuff he gives you, it's not about lore. It's about, like, strength. It's about player strength, right?
Now, Chris and I have very different levels of experience.
But Dragon's Dogma was one of the worst. Like, the items it gives you are so much better than everything else you have. And they're gaudy, too. That's another issue. Like, at least in New Vegas, the items you get at the start, they're pretty, like, they fit, right? They fit within the world. The shit you get in Dragon's Dogma's DLC is like, here's a princess costume. It has better stats than any of your other wizard gear you can get for ages. It's like, okay, I guess this is what I dress in now. At least in Borderlands, the stuff you get only serves to give you much more starting options and are outclassed pretty much immediately. That's better. When it does that, I'm okay with it. I'm still like, it's on the fence, but it's better.
It's called Fusion 360.
I still prefer, like, if you're gonna add new items with your DLC in a game like that, like an RPG type game where you find loot, integrate that shit into the gameplay loop. Don't just give it to me.
Modeling, integrated with 3D sculpting, rendering, which is how I built the opening scene.
I think it'd be great for a game to start out like, oh, I don't have any low-level pistols for you, but here's a grenade launcher. That's Doom. That's how Doom works.
And the cam portion is absolutely...
Our run energy is like almost even.
The reason I mentioned...
So if I just take occasional walk breaks here and there, we're pretty much good, and we're not losing too much XP per hour, which is good. According to this, we're getting around 40,000. That's about what we were promised, according to the wiki, so that's good. We're a little low, probably because of these walk breaks, but we're just under it. We're still getting like almost twice as much as we were at Falador. That's the important part.
If you're interested in
Doom 2016 literally gives you a weak infinite ammo at the start. Okay, but Doom Eternal doesn't. It gives you a shotgun at the start that very quickly gets a grenade launcher upgrade. Also, there's lots of Doom games. Also, hell yeah, Spirit Phone. A couple years ago, I listened to Spirit Phone, just the whole album, like on repeat, nonstop. It's all I listened to. I don't don't listen to music in like a good way. What's up, darling? What? He's allowed to poop? What? Okay, he's scratching. Scratching. Oh, he's scratching. Sorry, I can't hear you. This is loud. Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. Because somebody distracted me by telling me about our cat's poop. Robert has some like weird zoomies right now. He's like skittish. He's running all over the place. My headphones block like 90% of noise. Not like 90%. It's like 75%, but then I have ADHD on top of that. The ADHD is doing a lot of legwork with keeping me from noticing anything around me besides what I'm actively engaged in. 90% of the noise you make, well, maybe you gotta get louder. Oh, right, I was talking about music. Yeah, I listen to music badly. I'll just listen to like the same songs over and over. I know that's not like a completely unique experience, but I see posts every once in a while. Like a while ago, I saw a post and it was like, oh, TikTokers only listen to Lemon Demon and I don't know, Will Wood and shit. And it's like, oh, you gotta listen to genres, you gotta listen to albums and really feel the music. And it's like, dude, I bet you're right. But I don't care enough to. That's gonna sound like awful to true music enjoyers, real music fuckers, real music perverts out there. If it bops, it bops. It's just, I don't know, it's noise. You should think of anything good or interesting to me to share. It doesn't have to be music. Music is just what we're doing now, but it can be literally anything. Love that tweet about squeezing the emotion out of a song. I haven't seen what you're talking about, but I think I can like intuit the meaning of what you're trying to, of what that post is probably about. And I feel that, just listening to a song until it means nothing to you anymore. You know, it's just like, I've been really into music lately. You're that, but unironically awesome. You used to listen to albums on replay while you played a certain game, and now you associate those albums exclusively with. I do that shit too. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh man, I'm trying to think of some like associations I make. I can't think of anything right now, but if I think of anything, I'll bring it up. I do that exact thing. It's weird. The run energy we're losing feels like inconsistent almost. Like we'll be at like 30 consistently or so, and then it'll suddenly just drop and we're averaging like 20s. Oh, TF2. I have so many songs that I associate with TF2. That's a big one. I feel like TF2, most games, I don't listen to music while I'm playing games idly. But TF2 is one of those games where if I'm playing TF2, I'm listening to some jams. Oh God, we're below 20 again. Fuck. I'll take a walk break. This is like annoying. I really wish we had full graceful.
Come Guardian!
Oh, thank you for the Come Guardian!
Hedges and clippers.
Combo Winter, thank you for the Come Guardian. What / is my TF2 main? My main is... I'm always a TF2 gamer. Scout. I actually did a stream like years ago where chat bought me an Australium. So I have an Australium scattergun, which makes me very happy. The tick you start in action will affect regen. Really? How do I manipulate my ticks to get max regen? Yeah, Scout is my main. I love Scout. I also play a lot of Pyro. I'm a Pyro defender to the ends of the earth. I will always argue that Pyro has a ton of depth that people don't give him credit for. And I love playing Medic, but it's also the class with the least amount of hours, minus Spy. Well, Spy technically has like, I think the most amount of hours, but that's only because I used to idle as Spy on like trade servers as a kid. And that doesn't count. But yeah, Medic, I love feeling like a mother protecting my babies. Sunday. Hedgers and clippers on hedges. Oh my god, Joy references this YouTube poop all the time. I've probably seen this before, but I don't know if I have. I think I've just heard of this YouTube poop. I've heard people reference it, but I don't think I've actually ever watched it.
That doesn't count, man. I guess I win again.
You sadly are best at medic, but it stresses you out. Medic is stressful, but I enjoy it so much. I'm actually a damn good medic. Like I am so strong as medic.
Maybe you should enter.
Boggle, boggle, boggle. Boggle.
Boggle. You tend to top score when I play medic. Yeah, I mean medic is fun as fuck. I legitimately I could not handle myself in a competitive TF2 match as any class except for medic. I legitimately think if I joined a competitive TF2 lobby, I could hold my own as medic. I'd have to learn, obviously, like Uber tracking. I forget what they call it. They have a term for it, but you know, tracking the enemy team's Uber. But like I feel like that's a learnable skill. And outside of that, I'm a damn good medic.
Boy, that wife of yours is pretty good. I guess that's why they call her your better.
Hey, you want to be my coach?
A boggle, coach? What would I do?
Well, Hank, you don't have to do anything. You just have to get there. Unless you want me to go off to Dallas by myself.
Dallas, Salad.
Dallas Salad! Oh, there it is! It's this one!
Crackheads and debutantes. Sunday!
Just click on people when they press E. I hate people who complain about people calling for medic. There's always all these fucking Reddit memes and shit, and they're like, oh, me when I play medic and everybody presses the E button and I scream and I yell and I fart and I piss. And I think that's weak. I think you're not a true medic lover. You're not a real medic pervert if that's how you act. I love it when people press E because it lets me know who I need to heal. Because the little health icon that appears over their head, like, is colored to their health. It's helpful. It's informational, exactly. Like, straight up, it helps. It is helpful. This is high art.
You look like you could use a wallet. Would you like to make a wallet?
I didn't realize that was another. Joy says that all the time too. I didn't realize that was part of this.
Not just my husband, he is also my coach.
Just need to become cracked with a crossbow and you'd be set. Oh my god, that's from this YouTube. This is so much. Oh my god, I didn't realize this was so iconic. I'm pretty good with the crossbow. I'm not like incredible with it, but I'm serviceable, you know? I'm very good at knowing when to switch to the crossbow. I have kept some people alive against all odds. Fake the funk, they read $3. I've kept people alive against all odds by switching to the crossbow and healing them with that instead of the son of a bitch. Instead of the metagun. Sorry, Bobby's distracting me. I almost called him Dewey. Like Malcolm in the Middle Dewey. This is a long YouTube poop. This is 6 minutes. That's actually a pretty normal length, but it feels longer than it is. You really enjoy the metagun? No, the metagun's great. I love it too. I'm just saying the crossbow is just like really like it's faster in certain cases. If there's a heavy specifically because of how the health scales, and that heavy's like about to get smashed, like you see a soldier jumps on them and they're destroying them, or like a pyro, you pop a quick crossbow bolt out and then you switch back to the metagun. And you switch between them because it reloads when you're not using it. Oh, you're gonna heal them more than they ever knew the health could be.
You're a loser.
Look, I can't afford any more screw-ups. I just spent my last dollar on deodorizing carpet ceilings.
Yo, they play VR. They got Oculus.
I want a clean game. No foreign words. No foreign objects. Shake.
Not the syringe blaster. Oh. I hate the syringe gun. But that's okay. Yeah, no, metagun is the healer blaster, exactly.
This is awful. I think it's all over for Peggy Hill.
Loser! Now, let's show them how we play Boggle and Arlen.
Whatever you say, coach.
It sucks, but it feels good to kill someone with it because it sucks. You are part of the problem. Alexa! Alexa, were you in on the like battle medic wave? I remember when that was super popular.
Peggy Hill was riding up a storm, but will it be enough?
I win.
Loser!
Blutsauger. The Blutsauger is like a syringe gun. You don't want to lose for your team? Good.
Boggle.
Boggle? God damn it! I have half health! I'm gonna die on here! I'm gonna die to this agility course! Oh, Jesus Christ, that's loud.
Make a wish, honey.
Evil's like $4!
Release your TF2 playlist.
I don't have a TF2. Oh my God, this is so loud, and I fell again. Listen, thank you first off. Thank you, Fake the Funk, for the... Oh my God, I have to turn it down. Thank you, Fake the Funk, for the donation, but also... I hate YouTube poops that just get really loud, and that's the joke. I hate it. I've talked about this on stream so many times before. Loud ain't funny. Loud ain't funny.
Just smell it.
That's kind of funny. Oh my God. Oh my God, we fell again. I might have to take a food break because of how low my health is.
Put my windows back.
Sure, Squidward.
What is going on with this fail rate? We've fallen like 4 times in the past like 5 minutes. Oh my God, what? What's happening? Jesus Christ, this is the loudest YouTube poop of all time.
You gotta make room for seconds. Here comes our waiter.
Okay, if I fall again on this lap, I'm gonna shit my pants in real world.
Quick, lad. Activate his blaster.
Oh.
Working, mermaid man.
We'll find it with the invisible boat.
I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna fucking scream. Are you serious? What is happening? What is happening? Straight up, what is happening? I've been cursed. There's a curse on me. I have 17 health left. What is happening? Okay, thank God. It's this YouTube poop. It's straight up, it's this YouTube poop. My Team Fortress 2 in game is fucking getting distracted, is getting flashbanged by these noises.
You laid it on a teensy bit thick there, old pal.
I can live with that.
It's so loud. I'm sorry, Fake the Funk again. I really appreciate the donation and you putting this in. But also, Jesus Christ, this is loud. All right, okay, we did a lap. Can I do another lap?
Yeah, he did.
Because I don't have, like, food in my bank. Like, I don't know if there's any food in my bank right now that I can eat. Oh, God. Oh, God. I freaked out. That middle... That's so scary. Nothing's gonna stop SpongeBob. I gotta take on SpongeBob's attitude on this. Nothing can stop me. Why is there so many bombs in this YouTube poop? The person who made this YouTube poop just thinks that bombs are the funniest thing that's ever happened. Oh shit, I am gonna take a break to do this. Hang on, we're gonna do this. Is actually decent XP. It's you, Team Fortress 2. You've been slacking in your studies. Do the test of pretty accessories made from silver and gold. That's these things. Where's the last one? Oh, that's silver, yeah. Finally, a pupil using her brains. What comes next? That's bakery goods. That's... What? Oh, that's a pizza. I thought that was a rune. Tinderbox, fire making, candle, lantern. Awesome. Get me out of here. And that will give us a tome of experience, which we can use in agility. Check this out. Boom. 930 XP. It's like we were doing laps the whole time, but I got to save some run energy. That would have been more efficient to use on a different skill, but, you know, it's on theme. It's on brand. Is this seriously not over yet? I heard credits music and it's still going. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. What is happening on this course? What is happening on this course? What's my XP rate? What's my XP rate right now? Hang on, I'm looking this up. It still says 37,000 an hour, which is good, but Jesus. Oh, you know why? It's because we got the book, which evened things out, but still. Oh my god. Okay, okay. I hate to say it. I'm sorry to throw this out. This is the worst thing I could say. This is not a funny YouTube poop.
Where's my lemonade?
There's a couple good bits in it, but this is not a high rating from Sophie Baby. Oh, I know you can hover over the circle. Alexa, there's no circle. Well, now there is, but there wasn't.
A grill is not a stove.
Yes, it is.
There was no circle when I was looking. This YouTube poop's driving me nuts. I'm like losing my mind right now. It's almost over. It's almost over. I'm looking at the playtime right now. It's almost over.
Oh, shit.
It goes on for waits. It's really long. It's 6 minutes and 16 seconds. And you know what? A YouTube poop can be that long if it's quality, but I'm sorry, it's not quality. It's over. It's over. We're free.
I wanna be dirty.
It's not over. Now it's over. Oh, thank God. We get to learn how to make clocks again, Chad. It's all better. We're never going to fall again. This is the blessed video. Those look like Bionicle pieces. Oh, it's so chill. It's lo-fi clocks to relax to.
Hey!
Here, get there with the $5. Oh, this is so good. Did Jagex intentionally break everything but the official launcher? By the way, you can't play in-browser the Steam version. I don't know why you couldn't play the Steam version, but I don't think you can play RuneScape in-browser anymore. I think that's been, like, gone for a long time. Do you have Java installed on your computer? I'm pretty sure this runs in Java. Looked through your likes and found something good? Awesome. I can't wait. I'm not picky, but I will say, the donated media shares have to be good, or else I send you to hell. The Steam version keeps demanding you verify you're not a robot. Well, have you verified you're not a robot? Because if you're a robot, then I think that there might be a problem here. I think I might have diagnosed the issue. Oh my fucking God. I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream! That is demonstrably not true. Wait, what isn't? The robot thing? Or the playing in the browser? Wait, what's not true? What did I say that isn't true? Oh, the thing about media shares having to be good. That's also true. No, I will send, the thing is, like, it's fine and you don't have to worry about it. They don't have to be good, but I will send you to hell if they're not good. Like, that's just, I mean, it's just something you kind of have to accept, but that's okay. I won't tell you when. You know, it's not going to be a right away kind of thing. But I do have the power to send people to hell, and I'll do it. It's fine. Will we find out before we die? Well, that all depends on the quality of your media share, doesn't it? You're immune to hell? Well, then you got a free ride. You can put in whatever you want here. Fake the funk is terrifying. I feel bad. I'm sorry. I feel bad because, you know, I really appreciate when people come in here and they drop a media share. First off, it helps me out immensely. Speaking of, thank you so much, Evelyn, $3.
Awesome video. Please don't send me to hell.
Well, we'll see when we get to the video. I feel bad, but also that YouTube poop, my gears. I'm gonna scream! Stop falling! Why are we falling so much now? Anyway, as I was saying, I felt bad, but also like that the YouTube poop was like, it was grinding my gears. I didn't like it, and I feel bad. I do need those summer pies. How do you get summer pies? What cooking level do you need to make summer pies? Pie. Summer pie. 95. How else can I get summer pies? Because I'm not doing it. I'm not cooking them. I know there's other ways to get them. I don't know if they're efficient, but I know that there's other ways to get them. It's kind of sad you didn't pick a vet. No, don't be sad. Hey, it's okay. We're just we're joking around here. It's all good. Think they can drop from some bosses? Yeah, that makes sense. Speaking of bosses, I want to do Scurious. I should do that on stream. Scurious is a new boss that they added. It's a Rat King guy, and it's a mid-level boss, and it has mechanics. It's like one of the only bosses in the game that's mid-level and has actual PVM mechanics, which is awesome. They need more of those. This is very loud. Oh, it's Sparkle on Raven.
The what?
It's the Walking Talking Man.
The goddamn walking talking man.
The goddamn walking talking man. Did they really did somebody upload just that scene from that episode alone? This is a pretty good song so far. This is a pretty good video.
And off we go.
Evelyn, you asked if you were gonna get sent to hell. Or actually, you said please don't. I think you're in the clear.
Come on, Mickey. I was hanging at the pool, just playing some ball, working on my game.
This is an Ellie video. I could tell. One from the art style, and two from the quality, from the unbridled quality.
How about someone on one? Do you want to play?
I tell you why not. I've got sometimes when I feel real bad, try not to cry. Please, Michael, are you for real? One-on-one with Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah, 34 cents.
This slaps.
Ladies, you must have been nervous. I knew I could take a stare at Shaq.
Come, Guardian!
Oh my God! Turn of things to the Come Guardian scared me.
The whistle blows attention close because the story goes. It's like boom.
I'm bobbing my head. This is great.
The crowd screaming out, jam. Swear that I'm telling you the facts, because that's how I beat Shaq. Boom. I juke and jive like slam. Hear some people
Please,
shout, jam.
please, I click. There we go.
All the facts,
this is damn good. After the stream, when I go back to my construction slog, I'll be jamming out to some Ellie mixes, I think.
Stop. I had a plan. I could change the pace. I said, yo, Shaq, you didn't tie your shoelace. He looked down. I stole the ball.
Genuinely better than the original Aaron Carter version. Most Michael Rosen, that's his name, right? Son of a bitch. Most remixes with this guy do tend to be better. He's got a good voice. I have 13 health. We're like, we're playing with. I'm actually gonna fucking start praying rapid heal, so our hit points restore faster. Because I'm straight up worried we're gonna die. At least on the bright side, we're only a few laps away from 63 agility. A few laps is, I mean, relative here. We can do it in like 15 minutes, which is pretty good. How many laps do we need? We're 120 plus 50. That's like, what, 170. So we need like 100 more laps. Currently, 100 laps, and then the 35% of a lap.
Sorry, I should let you win. you're good too, and we can still be friends. When nuts,
On the bright side, it would be so funny to die from agility training. I wouldn't die is the thing. I would just stop. It wouldn't be. We wouldn't even get the funny death because I would just stop if I'm at like 4 or 5 health, and I'd go get some food and cry a little bit.
Oh no!
Can you tick flick while doing the course? Skill wise, could you? It doesn't matter. You can't tick flick with rapid heal. Skill wise, probably not. I'm not very good at moving and flicking at the same time. I definitely lose prayer. Someone's using a dwarf multi-cannon to kill Fally guards. Oh, that's super common in old school. That's like, there's always somebody doing that. Pick the phone thing with the $3.
That's how I beat Shaq. Anyway, thank you, Shaq, for being such a good sport.
Thank you, Shaq, for being such a good sport.
For all the laughs and great music. Rest well, my guy.
Wait, did Aaron Carter actually die? All I know about that guy is he came out of the blue. What is this? This is good. What the fuck? I'm hungry now. Oh my god, 48-hour hot chocolate chip. Oh, my mouth is watering. Oh, he did die? Damn, I'm sorry. That sucks. Oh god, it's subtitled. Wait. That's okay. I'll make it a little bigger so y'all can make it's just to ensure y'all can read the subs. Make it a little bigger. There we go. Fuck. I want 48 hour. Dude, can we make 48-hour chocolate chip cookies?
Yeah, okay.
He said, yeah, okay. It is so pretty. Would any of y'all ever do a dead man character? Sounds wild. I don't know what dead man is. Is that like a that's the PvP enabled worlds, right? Because no. The answer's no. Dead man mode. Hang on. PvP environment with some sections. Yeah, it's the PvP mode. I probably wouldn't kill anyone anywhere. That's not my thing. I've never been into RuneScape PvP. I know there's a lot of depth to it, and people like a lot of people just play RuneScape for the PvP, but it's just not my thing. I really wish I could pray rapid restore, and I wish that would refill my run energy. Honestly, I feel like a prayer that restores run energy would not be bad. You know what I mean? Like it would just like a 5% boost or something to it. Unflickable. I think that would be not a bad addition to the game. These cookies probably taste better than sex. Sex doesn't tend to taste like super great. Like, I mean, in the moment, maybe, but like, it's not like let me just say, like, if I was on death row, I would not ask for my final meal to be dick. You know what I mean? Like, it might be funny, and I guess if it's my final meal, maybe I would say that because it's pretty funny. But they'd probably just deny me, and then the joke would kind of fall flat. There's Vile Vigor. Wait, is that a thing? Is that a real prayer? What is Vile Vigor? Casting Vile Vigor. It's an RC spellbook. Kingdom Divided. Son of a bitch, I fell again. Remaining prayer converts remaining prayer points into run energy. Interesting. But you need 66 magic. I don't have. I could grind that out. Not on stream right now, because you know we've got commitments. That's actually pretty handy. Oh my god, we're below 10 run. I'm gonna scream. That's handy though. I might actually grind out 66 magic just to get that. I need soul runes, right? I have a couple of those. I've been meaning to grind out my magic anyways. I'm just walking for a little bit. I'll run on this, like, stretch, and then I'll walk on the thing. Until we get some more run energy. This is so brutal without the full graceful. Like if I just had like a stamina potion, I could probably keep up for the entire stream. Like if we were to go 7 hours again. Think you had a full set before grinding here, maybe? I feel like you gotta have. The thing is, if I did Canifis before this, instead of going to Falador, then I would have a full set because you get more Marks of Grace. But I was like, no, I want to do Falador because I want to have my fresh lap count. Like a fool. Anyways, that's fine. We're back up to 30. On the bright side, we do regen our run like pretty fast, so it's not like we're losing a ton of XP per hour, but it's still like not ideal. I'm gonna do one more walk cycle here. God, I want to eat yummy cookie dough. I remember when I was a kid, my favorite part of the cookie dough to eat was when you just had an egg mixed with brown sugar. It's so good. It's so sinful. Oh my God, I fell again. It's so gross and good and delicious and awful.
Especially if you put in like chocolate chips.
Yeah, especially if you put in chocolate chips or something. And my grandma, she let me have it once, only one time, and then never again because she was like, no, you're gonna get salmonella. It's like, I don't care. It's worth it. Give it to me. I don't like eggs even. That's the thing. Like, I hate eggs deeply. Throw a little brown sugar, maybe it's not so bad. Oh my God, wait, I have a new meal experiment. What if I were to cook eggs and put brown sugar on that? It's worth it till you're shitting and vomiting? I mean...
If you're shitting.
If you're shitting, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, if you're shitting and vomiting. Damn you, flour. Yeah, the flour just takes away so much of the... Also, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna fucking say it. There's no difference between eating that and eating the cookie dough later on in the process. Like your salmonella percentage chance is gonna be the same either way. People eat raw cookie dough all of the time, right? They constantly eat raw cookie dough. But no, the egg and brown sugar part, no, that's not okay. But yeah, you know what? My grandma was a hypocrite. I'm thinking back. She would let me eat the raw cookie dough off the spoon, but she wouldn't let me eat the egg and brown sugar. It's the same damn thing. Flour is also riddled with bacteria till you bake it, so it's worse. So you're telling me the healthiest thing any individual can do is eat eggs with brown sugar. That's what I'm learning from this.
All your vitamins.
It's got all your vitamins.
The egg and the sugar.
Call it for Sophie's Gma. True. If I trusted my grandmother more to be on stream with me live, I'd call her right now. But I'm scared she'll say something like doxing. I'll call her up and do a funny joke. It'll be like those funny clips you see on the internet, and then she'll just drop out of nowhere. She'll be like, by the way, are we still gonna meet up at 123 poop address at the postal code V2PPP poo poo? I'm sorry, that was crass. Eggs aren't dangerous outside of North America. Other countries pasteurize their eggs. Well, Duke, it's time to move somewhere else. I called my grandma at 3 a.m. and she doxed me? You call her and she'll go, hey, your SIN number is... Yeah, she'll be like, oh, by the way, Sophie, your SIN number is this, right? Just to make sure. Those cookies look sinful.
Yeah, I'm driving, so,
This is not a cookie. That's a guy.
Hey! Will you witches make up your mind, please?
We chloritize our chicken. See, I'm not a chicken expert, so I don't know anything about this. Oh, this is loud! Hold on. Gotta turn that down. Still has salmonella in it. Well, you know what? I've never gotten salmonella before, which means I'm probably immune to it because I've never had it before, and so I think that means that I can't get it. So I'm gonna keep eating raw eggs. Does that mean chickens drink the bleach? I imagine they're probably already dead. It just kind of messed up the basically every part of the world outside of North America doesn't need to refrigerate their eggs. They don't need to refrigerate their eggs. That's crazy. Never had salmonella. Salmonella was invented by big cookie dough to prevent you from eating delicious, yummy, yummy stuff. However, I will say, thank you, Warriors over at Pillsbury, for selling cookie dough that is explicitly marketed as like edible as raw. Rip Smash Mouth 2, huh? Wait, did they die too? Why people keep dying? Cut that out. Salmonella is an invention of Big Oven. True, they want to sell more ovens. The main guy? That sucks. Oh, I think I knew about that actually. Hey, I'm not afraid to admit it. I legitimately like the song somebody that I used to know. Just, fuck, I fell. I think it's a fun song. I like it. And I'm not afraid to say so. It's one of those songs where I feel like the cringe culture of like the mid 2000s hasn't worn off enough for people to admit that, you know what? I like listening to it. I'm not afraid to say it. There should be edible cookie dough that can't be baked. What happens if you try and bake it? Hey, nobody can tell me I'm not allowed to bake my cookie dough. Hang on a second. It's my God-given right to put whatever the hell I want into my oven. You saw Gautier live? Sweet, that's awesome. All right, I'm gonna turn off my what is this prayer called? Rapid heal. I'm gonna turn that off. 26 health. We're a little more in the safe zone. If you bake it, you get salmonella. That's good. Do I mean All-Star? No, I mean somebody that I used to know is playing in the song a second ago. I mean, All-Star is a fun song, but I don't really enjoy it unironically. I like a couple Smash Mouth songs unironically, but Smash Mouth isn't really one of them, and that's okay. Do people not like that song? I've seen a lot of people like react negatively towards that song. Yes, isn't that song 2010s? I said mid 2010s, or no, I might have said mid 2000s. That's my bad. I was referring to that, and I did say the song name. I'm pretty sure that song came out in 2011. God damn it. We're still making more XP than at Falador.
Come Guardian!
Wow! God, Calm Guardian's like really loud today. Getting mixed info, so it's good. Yeah, no, it's cool, it's cool. We're about to get 63 agility gamers. This is actually a good remix. I'm digging this. Everything was, yeah, this is a loud day. Today's like a loud day. 63 agility. We can do the Talerverly dungeon shortcut. That's not how you pronounce it. Oh shit, there's an altar right there. If I had that spell to refill my run energy, we could literally do it there. Just recharge my prayer points every time. Fuck. What is this? Yo, they got box. Shout out to Runelight for integrating the Dragon Scimitar cursor. When I was a kid, I got the cursor, I got Magic Cursor, whatever the hell it was called, and I got adware on our computer, and I don't regret it because I got the Dragon Scimitar cursor, and I'm so glad that I can live to this day with a Dragon Scimitar cursor. I love this cursor. It's Paper Noises ASMR. Honestly, kind of into it. It's relaxing. I need it. We've been talking about loud noises all day. We need some satisfying noises. Ooh, give me that. Give me that. Hey, we're back up to 12 marks of grace also. That's pretty good. Hopefully soon we can get that hood and then we're golden. Made a ton of pesto. That's awesome, Kenros. I want some pesto. I made for dinner today. I made pork chops and they came out real good. Pork chops and baked potatoes. Hey, I'm telling you at home, I'm giving you a Sophie Baby tip. You want baked potatoes, but you Google baked potato recipe and you look and it says cook your potato for a damn hour and you're like, I don't have a damn hour. Put it in the microwave for 10 minutes. It's just as good. It doesn't get as crispy on the outside, sure. But like it's really good still. It's like it's like a surprisingly good cook. And also it takes 10 minutes instead of an hour. And it's a baked potato. And somebody told me recently that apparently the longer you cook something, the nutrients get cooked out of it. So microwaving a baked potato is theoretically marginally more healthy. I don't know if that's true at all. But it could be the last little jump you need to microwave your baked potatoes. Because it's really easy. Can't you bake them by putting them in the microwave with a glass of water? That's not what I do. I just cover them in oil and spice. And you stab them with a fork so they don't explode. And you just microwave them for 10 minutes. And it's done. What if one is an oil freak? You still get to oil them up. You can steam pork buns that way. There's a lot of like microwave shit you can do that's actually like just good. Like I think the microwave has a bad rap because of like instant meals and shit. But there's a lot of stuff you can do with a microwave that's legitimately just like, this is just as good as cooking it any other way and it's so much faster. Microwaves are cool. Actually, they're hot. That's kind of the point. They're fucking awesome. Shout out to microwaves. As a depressed bitch, shout out to microwaves. God, people are stacked at this bank. This is like a busy town. There's a lot of people around here. Back in Falador, we were pretty much alone. Now I feel uncomfortable. There's people watching. People also just use microwaves incorrect. That's true. I do too. You're supposed to lower the power on it, right? Because like the microwave defaults to its max power, and that's how you get fucked up heating. But if you just lower the power and just cook it for longer, it's worth it. But also though, that kind of defeats the purpose a little bit because you're doing the microwave because you want it to go fast. So I understand. You could see that being true for like some things, but for the most part, the reason we cook things is to make the nutrients more available to our bodies to absorb. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if it's true or not. I just said it for fun. You train agility here on forestry worlds? I think I'm on a forestry world right now. No, I'm not. I lied. I was earlier, but I switched. And it might be for the best. Because then there'll be people talking and they could say bad words. Oh yeah, what's the course that you can do without moving your camera? That's not here, is it? You can like set your camera up in a special way where you never have to move the camera. People love to say bad words. Me too. Like penis. Darned. Most of them? Really? I didn't know that. I thought it was just like one. If you get wacky. I do like getting wacky. Give me that mark of grace. 13! Microwave gets a bad rap for the same reason American cheese does it somehow. So oh my god, Wraithclaw? You're so right with that association with the lower class thing. I swear to god, so many foods get a bad rap just because they're associated with the lower class. Like, somebody once made fun of me. I had an old friend, ex-friend, who once made fun of me for making microwave soup. Like, he came into our house and I had a microwave cover, right? Which is like the thing you put on top of your food. So if you're making soup or something and it pops, like air bubbles, it doesn't spray your microwave. And this guy was like, what is that? Why do you have that? And I was like, it's a microwave cover. And he literally laughed at me. And he was like, why would you ever need that? And it's like, well, if you're making like soup or you're reheating something. And he's like, just make soup fresh on the pot. And it's like, what are you talking about? There's so many people who, there's so many foods that just get a terrible rap, and it's just because they're like considered like cheap lower class food. I like complained about this a long time ago, and then people got mad at me because I said it on Tumblr, and it's Tumblr, so people were like, oh, but actually the lower class has access to less nutritious food and there's a real problem. It's like, yeah, I didn't argue against that, bitch. You're putting words in my mouth. I'm just saying that, like, there's nothing wrong with eating craft dinner every once in a while. It's not like inherently a like a less tasty food is the main thing. Anyway. So you hate pancakes? No, seriously. It was my own personal piss on the poor moment. Boom. Music. That's the end of our playlist. Thank you, by the way, all for the media shares today. I literally, straight up, I would never do this grind if I couldn't stream it. I hate agility so much. Because when I play RuneScape, I'm always doing something in the background. I am a fucking ADHD queen when I play RuneScape. I will usually be like mixing up 3 different things whenever I play RuneScape. I'll be playing RuneScape, I'll have a YouTube video on my side, and I'll be doing something else. Like I'll be doing something in Photoshop, or I'll be, I don't know, doing some other project. Or I'll be playing Tetris. Oh my god. I haven't been doing it lately, but I'll play Tetris while at Sand Crabs and watching a YouTube video. This is the most ADHD like queen shit you can possibly do. Hate the myth that American cheese is plastic. Me too. American cheese is it's fine. It's just made for melting. Like it just has a different texture because they made it specifically to be an extremely easy to melt cheese. Agility training requires so much more attention than most skills. Construction is really bad as well. Construction requires just as much attention, but it's also like expensive. Didn't Now Red make a video about that recently? I didn't watch it. I saw it, but I didn't watch it. That's the end of my sentence. I don't know. I sounded like I was going to lead into something there. It's so good for grilled cheese. I think it's pretty good for grilled cheese. I do think that there's some better cheeses for grilled cheese specifically. Well, it depends on the American cheese you get. Like if you get like a quality deli American cheese, then sure, yeah, that's amazing. But when I think American cheese, I'm thinking your good old Kraft single. I really like making cheese sauce out of American cheese. It's literally just like butter, cheese slices, and then like milk, and that tastes really good. Mining requires a lot of attention too. Not if you're doing Motherlode mine. That's where I did most of my mining, and I got like 72. If you want efficient mining, then you know you've got, oh yeah, shooting stars. You can literally AFK for like 20 minutes at a time with shooting stars. You can get Altoona pizza. I don't know what Altoona pizza is. But yeah, no, I mean, we've always got American cheese in our house because it's useful. It's handy. It's if you need melted cheese quick, then there you go. We just did our grocery shop yesterday and I got bell peppers again. And I'm so excited to make another bell pepper onion slop to put in my wraps for the week. I'm so excited. Shooting stars is one of the only things people call AFK in this game. It's actually AFK. I disagree with that. Sand crabs are AFK. You literally don't have to do anything for 10 minutes at a time. That's AFK. Love bell pepper. Yeah, no, my big bell pepper strat. Whenever we do a grocery shop, I get a rotisserie chicken because it's cheaper than getting raw chicken. And then I get bell peppers, and I've got frozen onions because you can get them in bulk for super cheap and you don't have to worry about them going bad. And I fry up the bell pepper and the onion with a bunch of salt and pepper, and I put that in a Tupperware container. And then throughout the week, I shred chicken from the rotisserie chicken, and then I mix that up with the bell peppers and onions, and I throw some cheese on there, and I throw on some like dressing, some like ranch dressing or like tzatziki sauce or something. And it's so good. It's like, oh, it's so fucking good. They added a pure AFK mining training in Priff and RuneScape 3 where you get a stackable ore as the mine. That's insane. Wait, my ore doesn't deplete. RuneScape 3 just sounds bad. Every time you tell me something about RuneScape 3, I'm like, wow, that sounds like I wouldn't like it. Sometimes I feel bad for making fun of RuneScape 3 because I know there's a lot of people who stand by it being pretty fun. But you keep telling me things and I'm like, what's going on? Bell pepper plus red onion plus some egg scramby fucks divine. I wish I liked eggs. I've complained about this on stream. I don't like eggs. And I wish I did because eggs look fucking delicious. Like omelets, scrambled eggs, like egg sandwiches. It always looks so appetizing. And every once in a while, I'll be like, okay, maybe my hatred for eggs is unfounded. Let me try this again. And every single time without fail, I'm like, no, I was right. This fucking sucks. Eggs are bad. And I wish they were good. I wish I liked them because they look so good. And there's so many meals you can make with eggs. Eggs suck. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Alexa. And I wish they didn't. I wish I liked eggs. Like I'm like broken up about it. Because I love food. I love food so much, chat. I love food so deeply. And there's very few foods I dislike. Like it's an extremely small list. Tried any other eggs like duck eggs? No, I haven't. The main thing that bothers me is the taste of the egg white. I'm actually fine with the yolk. It's the egg white. Oh, son of a bitch, I fell again. It's the egg white that bothers me. So I don't know if the taste is significantly different between eggs for the white. But I just can't stand it. Like it makes me throw up frequently. Like it's that bad. I've got some sort of cilantro genes with eggs. I can do French toast too. Yeah, no, I can do stuff with eggs in it sometimes, as long as the egg isn't like the main attraction. Like I've eaten like panko like meat where you get the breadcrumbs on meat and you use the egg to stick it. That's fine. You know, deep fried stuff, it's all fine. Desserts that use egg, that's fine. It's if like the egg is the star of the show. Can't stand it. Your eggs are good with a bit of brown sugar. True. Mixed egg into rice? I wouldn't like it. I guarantee you I wouldn't like it. I wish I would like it. Oh my God, and like egg drop ramen? Fuck, that sounds delicious. I wish I liked eggs. Now I will say I haven't tried, God, I fell again. I haven't tried egg with rice and I haven't tried egg drop ramen. And you know what? I would do it. I would do it. I keep making this mistake where I say, you know what, maybe eggs aren't so bad, and I try it anyways, and then I get gross and sick for the rest of the day. And it tastes bad, but I'll do it. Experiment stream? No, I'd like throw up on stream. I like eggs make me like sick. Not in like an allergy way. I'm not like physically ill after, but like the taste is so rancid to me that I frequently like, I'll be sick for the rest of the day. Like I'll burp and I'll taste the egg and I'll like gag. It's the worst. Your best friend is like that. Thank the $3. Your best friend's like that, except they keep trying every so often. Yeah, no, I try every so often too. No, we already saw that. Well, that's quiet. Hang on.
Macroeconomics, a multiplier is a factor of proportionality.
Wondering how to wear a long vest?
Multiplier.
Covered with this long gray vest outfit. You'll also get additional outfit.
Bobby Hall has crafted a mind-bending first novel with prose that is just as fierce and moving as his lyrics. Supermarket is
it just chicken eggs or all eggs? Again, I've never tried any other eggs, so I don't know.
Organization is on Facebook.
There were two.
Remember seeing a video about a vegan egg yolk substitute made from blended yellow tomatoes. It's like a runny egg yolk but made from vegetables. I feel like that would taste completely different.
Hey guys, it's me.
And then, finally, as the credits roll and you realize that you are once again free, euphoria as great as if you just climbed out of a car wreck.
Phrase. If you make fun of someone or something, or poke fun at them, you laugh.
The home game.
What?
Share. Mighty
I'm not even these are like reaches. Jesus, that's loud.
Jack
skeleton pie. Hope you all enjoy this. What is the Bible?
That one's okay.
He is risen. Help! Need to decide on gas stove and
That was such a reach that he is risen. Gas stove and fridge. That's another. These are like reaches.
Unless the depth is set exactly right.
These are like that picture of Piccolo in Dragon Ball when his arm gets super long. He's reaching. Cool. Yellow tomato had the same appearance of eggs. Yeah, but like, I don't know. I'm not there for the appearance. I've never understood substitutes like that where it's like, oh yeah, it looks like it. It tastes completely different, but it looks like it. I've never understood that. Sounds good. It also sounds like I didn't have flour, so I took ermine, alfalfa, sulfur, and 6 pounds of sugar and space. Yeah, no, that's where I am. Corey in the house, Corey in the house. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's complete reaches. Like, none of them make sense. Might trick your brain. My brain is too smart and big, and it knows exactly when food tastes good. So, no can do. I really want to have good Brussels sprouts also. People keep telling me that they've invented Brussels sprouts that are good, which is not really an exaggeration. Like, they've bred them within, like, recent years. Son of a bitch, I fell. To taste better. But my family still only boils their Brussels sprouts because they're insane. And they don't taste good boiled. So I know that you're supposed to fry them up to make them taste good. But like, I don't know. I don't believe it. Like, I don't believe it. People keep telling me, no, I swear they're so good. And it's like, are they though? How much better can they be? Like between boiled and fried? Like, how much better can they really be? Yeah, the Brussels sprouts taste awful gene. The thing is, I don't know if that's a gene. I think, like, from what I understand, Brussels sprouts just were awful until literally recent years where they were bred to taste better. There's like a bunch of stuff on it, but like, I don't know. Oil versus water. Oil doesn't change that much. Like, I get, like, when you boil something, it obviously tastes a lot different, but I don't know. I'll try it someday, but it's like, I feel like people are, I think personally, here's what I think. I think some people just like Brussels sprouts and they're trying to justify it. Some kind of chemical, it's a gene, some kind of chemical that's tasteless to people. Really? I didn't see anything about that when I was looking into this, because I looked into this a while back. I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't believe that there's such thing as a good Brussels sprout. They're just bitter. Like, they're very bitter. I don't see how frying it could get rid of that bitterness. Tested for it in one of your science classes? That's cool. Oh, wasn't it that chemical was being, like, bred out of them? Isn't that what it was? Also, hi, Val! 53. That's my... Hang on, do I have I've got to have a skill. It's at 53. Fuck, I fell again. Fuck, I don't have any 53s! It would have been so funny if I had a skill at 53. Hi, Val. Some people probably like the bitter. I don't know. From what I remember, they bred them to taste better, and I feel like my brain is telling me that chemical that you... Like, the gene-based chemical is what they were trying to get out of it. You do not like Brussels sprouts unless they're prepared in certain ways. Bake them. I'll try. I'll give it a shot. I don't know. Yeah, hi Val. We're fully in food chatting for sure. We're talking food. We're talking cookie dough. We're talking Brussels sprouts. Talking eggs. And they have been breeding that chemical out. Cool, yeah, I knew it. Okay. Feels good to be right. Whenever I say something that chat's disagreeing with me on, I'm always like beat red in the face. I'm like, oh God. But like, I'm pretty sure though. But like, I was so pretty sure. I'm so glad that I wasn't insane. It's bitter in a way I don't think anyone could like. Yeah, no, like that's what I'm saying. When I eat Brussels sprouts, it's disgusting. My mom loves Brussels sprouts, though. I don't know. I'll try baking them someday. And if I like them, I like them. But I just don't see it happening. Last grocery shop yesterday, I got celery. I had a craving for celery. And we've got peanut butter in the house. We got ranch dressing too. Let me tell you, not at the same time, but let me tell you, that celery, it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get nutso in here. When you eat grapefruit, you don't understand grapefruit enjoyers. It's so bitter, it's like eating drywall. I've never had grapefruit. But I believe you. I'm on your side. I believe in you. You're not a veggie person? I love veggies. I love vegetables so much, is the thing. There's so much you can do with them. I mean, hell, my bell peppers. You know? Like, bell peppers are one of my favorite things on the planet. They're so fucking delicious. Onions. Green onions. It's also another type of onion, but I feel like green onions are so different that I feel like you could classify them as a different vegetable. Fucking broccoli. Oh my god, broccoli is so good. Broccoli, if you have it with a sauce, it'll just absorb the shit out of that sauce. Oh my god. Broccoli in a stir fry is insane. It goes so hard. You're so upset that grapefruit will flush medication. You love it. You know it tastes like that. That's funny. Well, take too much medication and then eat the grapefruit. That's a joke. Don't do that. Broccoli and butter with a pinch of salt. No, you're right, Eversoul. It's so good. We get, whenever we do grocery shops, we get these bags of frozen, it's like a California blend of vegetables. So it's got broccoli, carrots, cauliflower, and maybe one more thing, but that's the majority of it. And we fry that up. Now, I will say, frozen veggies, they don't have the same flavor. But, like, we've slowly been tinkering and experimenting with different spices in the house and different amounts of spices. And Duke has been killing it lately. Whenever he makes them, oh my god, they're so good. I don't know if he still does it, but last time I saw him cook it, I know he threw in, like, a healthy dose of MSG. Which makes anything taste amazing. You love grapefruit, but you're allergic. You're allergic to quite a few things, my darling. I mean, 19 things of grace. You only need 35. We're getting there.
There was a small grapefruit. There was a small grapefruit tree by my house, and sometimes, you know, I'd pick the grapefruits off and eat it with like some salt on it. It's really good. And every single time my mouth would feel like fucking static afterward. I was like, it's so weird. It's so weird that grapefruit does this.
It's
and
so
no,
weird.
Eventually I learned it's not supposed to make your mouth swell a little and your mouth to feel like static. That's allergies.
Yeah, that's me with fucking like Diet Coke.
Yeah.
I had a dream about my fucking allergy to aspartame recently. And in the dream, somebody was insisting to me that it was impossible to be allergic to aspartame. And I was like getting so pissed off. I was like, what do you call it then? Like my throat gets all tight and closes up whenever I have anything with aspartame in it. What are you talking about? Diet Coke gang. When I was 2 years old, my grandmother put Diet Coke in a baby bottle and fed it to me. And that's basically why I am the way I am today. I think that's where I got ADHD. Gibson dream argument. That's the funniest thing you've ever said. Huh? Yeah, no, it's a real story. There's a picture of it too. I've straight up got a baby picture of me being fed Coca-Cola in a bottle. Come on now. Sorry, Gibson. You've cemented yourself. You're the heel of all time now. True. True though. God, I love you, Gibson. Gibson, DM me your RuneScape name. Because I don't think it's Gibson. I think you lied to me. DM it so I can add you live on stream and everybody can see it. Where's the ogre? Hey, chat, where's the ogre? I think about that every fucking day. You haven't started yet still? Gibson! Gibson, do you want to hop on call with me and start your RuneScape journey? And oh no, you're doing something. You're doing Family Feud or something. You're busy today, aren't you? Thinking of streaming your first time playing? Let me know when you do. I'd love to hop on with you and like be your guide if you want such a thing. Oh, you just finished Feud. Cool. Yeah, I'd love to help you out with like getting started and stuff. Give you the hot starter tips. Tell you about the stronghold of security. Get you that easy 10K. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. Gibson as well. I've been making RuneScape God game cards, and I've dedicated myself to making a card for every skill in the game. I'm halfway done right now. I want to play God game with you so bad, Gibson. You don't know much of shit? Yeah, you watched some Swampletics though, right? So like that's a huge like entry point. I legitimately, if somebody's interested in RuneScape, the first thing I tell them if they're not sure about it is like go watch like Swampletics and, you know, vibe it out. You can do the stronghold with only 10 hit points. Yeah, no, that's what I always do. Also, Gibson, you're going to make an Iron Man account, right? You don't actually have to. But I do suggest it. I legitimately think it's a more fun way to play the game. Don't know if you have the free time for Iron Man. Honestly, okay, I'll tell you this much. The amount of time you save on a non-Iron account is not that significant. No trading. That's a lie. Is it a lie? I guess it is a lie. Fair enough. Fair enough. You know what? You don't have to, Gibson, because here's the thing. RuneScape supports making multiple accounts. Most people who play RuneScape have multiple. And there's no shame in having like a non-Iron main and then making an Iron Man account later. Yeah, you can make multiple characters. So what some people do too is on their Iron account, if they get something they're never gonna want, but like sells for a lot on the Grand Exchange, you can drop the item and have your main pick it up after the cooldown. So like there's extremely like no shame in starting out normal and then switching over, making another if you want later. The reason I like Iron Man for me is because when I play RuneScape base game, I personally find that I skip so much progression because I just go to the Grand Exchange and buy everything, right? Like some of my favorite memories of this game are figuring out how to get equipment upgrades in the early game. Because it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to get a weapon for strength training if I can't just buy it? Oh shit, I gotta go like do a quest to get this item, or there's like this one obscure drop spot in this one area where I can get like a black mace. That's awesome. That's my next best in slot. Like, that's fun. That is true. You do have to pay membership for multiple accounts. Yeah, each account has its own membership cost. I feel like starting with Iron Man would be a great one to learn the game since you'll have, yeah, 100%. You could do free to play. Free to play is okay, but I think you're missing out like a lot in RuneScape. Also, membership is cheap, so. You get one old school and one RuneScape 3 on the same account? I didn't know that. The only MMO you've ever paid for was a month of WoW in 2007. My roommates really were getting into World of Warcraft, and they invited me to join them. And I had never played it before. I didn't know anything about the game. And they convinced me to pay to get like the max level account. You know what I'm talking about? Like you can pay in that game to max out right from the start. So you get, because that's where like all the main game starts, is when you're maxed out, right? And they convinced me to do that. And then I played with them for genuinely about 20 minutes. And that was it. If you pay and play for a bit and took a hiatus, is there a time limit where you lose your account? No, not at all. The only thing is that like you like if you got to pay monthly for your membership. It's a monthly subscription. But you can just like stop paying temporarily.
Hey, Sophie.
Yeah, darling?
Can you tell Gibson that I'm at 7 mil?
Gibson Duke says that he's at 27 mil. I'm not sure what the context is, but I'm excited to see your reaction to this, to see if I can divine it. Also, I fell, and I'm very sad about it. Damn, Cookie Clicker. I feel like it's probably Cookie Clicker. Oh, that's true. What Alexa said. Yeah, you can always go back to free-to-play in RuneScape too. You can stop paying, and you just lose access to, so the way it works in RuneScape is membership worlds have require a membership, and you can only do membership activities on a membership enabled world. But even as a member, you can join a free-to-play world. You just can't do any of the members stuff on there. And then if you just stop paying, then you just go back to the free-to-play worlds. You don't even lose your items or anything. Like, you get to keep your members' items. They just, you can't use them. Like, if you have them equipped, they lose all their stats. They don't do anything in a free-to-play world. So there's no issue or risk at all with stopping paying. No, I'm not going for 70 for Song of the Elves, Miri Princess, although I will eventually be doing that. No, I'm going for 70 for God Wars Dungeon for the Saradomin boss. If you haven't played before, just play free-to-play. There's quite a bit you can do in free-to-play. Yeah, for the beginning, you don't have to pay. Also, Duke, don't you dare send Gibson your save file.
Okay.
Wait, Duke, are you playing Lethal Company? Duke's playing Lethal Company behind me. You can't even talk to your teammates. How are you supposed to coordinate? Not looking forward to doing Priv for a second time. On the bright side, Evelyn, it's different. Like, I'm pretty sure it's completely different. And honestly, straight up, it's not that bad. I did Regicide just the other day, so I've only got like a couple more quests to do. It's mostly just requirements, and the requirements are only 70, which is really not that bad. And yeah, the quests, I'm pretty sure they're mostly different. Oh, see, RuneScape 3 has like a bunch of extra quests tacked on top of it too, doesn't it? You were saying. Oh, Morning's End is the same? Okay. Just did your 800 laps of Seer's Agility and did that. That's awesome. Yeah, the reason I'm going for God Wars Dungeon is because I played this back when I was a kid, back when I was like 8 years old. And I always wanted one. I always wanted a God Sword. And I'm on my Iron Man account. And I made this account like 2 years ago. And I told myself, I promised myself that I'd be building up to it myself. I'd make that shit from scratch. Oh, son of a bitch. I really want that hood. I hate having to manage our run like this. Like, the thing is, right, about doing this agility training, I dislike it enough as is, but having to like constantly be wary of my run energy, that's the worst. You also started when you were like 7. Let's go. Classic, real gamer. Yeah, I remember when they introduced, I wasn't there when they introduced Evolution of Combat. I had quit at that point, but I was there, I talked about this earlier, when they added like an extra 0 to hit points levels and they changed it to the Constitution skill. I remember that and I was super confused. Because I just logged in one day and I had like 600 health and I was like, what's going on? 20 long years of RuneScape, let's go. That was that weird little period right before Evolution of Combat, but after like the removal of the wilderness. It was a weird time. Do you remember, you can probably still do this in RuneScape 3. Do you remember being able to sit? Fuck, I fell again. I miss being able to sit. Apparently they brought it back with the forestry update just recently. You can't regen anything, it's just cosmetic, but being able to sit in general, I'm very excited about. Also, Voidland, thank you for the $5. Let me put that on screen. Resting was cool. Resting was cool. Son of a bitch! I'm gonna die. Sitting was my favorite back in the day. It was just like specifically the animation for it, where you just kind of like put your hands behind yourself and you crossed your legs. Like, it was so cute. You get a cosmetic that made your resting animation a handstand. That's awesome. I had a RuneScape sugar mommy who paid for my membership when I was like 8 and gave me like all my items. So I never like did anything in that game. I'm pretty sure I stopped playing. I probably was around level 60 something combat. I remember having a dragon longsword, and I think I probably had like 20 quest points. I did like nothing. I never trained agility. I never trained thieving. I never trained hunter. I did train construction up to like 20 back in the day. I never trained rune crafting. I never trained farming. I never trained prayer as a kid. I never trained crafting. I never trained herb lore. Like I didn't touch any of them. The only things I would train were like my combat stats occasionally. It's funny. Coming back on the word RuneScape sugar mommy. Yeah, I had a RuneScape sugar mommy. Josephine, she paid for my, she was my RuneScape GF and she paid for my membership. I thought I leveled up there. I was like, whoa, that's fast. Sugar what? What is this video, by the way? What are we looking at? Oh my God, wait, it's just been quiet. I'm gonna restart it because I haven't been able to hear this the whole time. I didn't realize it was quiet. Let me turn off the RuneScape music also. Yeah, I also had a similar experience. I still remember how we met. I was at the bank in Varrock, and I think I was smithing something. I think for a quest. And Josephine runs up behind me, follows me, right-click follows me, and says, "I love you." And that was the first words she ever said to me. And after that, it was biscuits and gravy. I had membership, like she paid that for like 3 years, I'm pretty sure. Like in retrospect, super dangerous, you know, because that was an adult with money. But you know, I got out okay. If that happened in the modern day, I would have been groomed. But I'm okay now, and that's what matters. If there was like, yeah, 3 years, seriously. If there was like Kick or like even Skype at the time, I think Skype existed, but nobody had it. Like it would have been bad. Because I was like 8. I was literally 8. But hey, it all worked out. And hey, who knows? Maybe Josephine was also 8 and it was just her mom paying for my membership. She was like, "Oh, I need a second account, Mom." Like, who knows? This is before bonds too, so like I had to give her my password. The horrors are so much worse today. Yes, no, straight up Alexa. It's bad. Evelyn, thank you for the $3. RuneScape song? I'm excited. Can you pay for my friend, Mom, please? I remember my friend in high school. My friend in elementary school who played RuneScape with me. I remember when he got membership and I was so jealous. I was like, "Oh my God, your parents are paying for your membership?" Because we were poor, right? Like I never asked for anything. Like I would hint at what I wanted for Christmas. So we grew up super poor, but my parents would save up all year. So every Christmas I would get like a new game console. And that was kind of that was kind of the only time I got stuff. Whenever I played games, it was always renting from Blockbuster. They would take me to Blockbuster and I'd rent a game, and that's the only way I got new games. And sometimes on my birthday, but like usually not from my family. Usually it was from like other people, like friends of the family who'd get me games. So like I never asked for stuff like that. And so that was like not even an option. I didn't even think about that. I was like, wait, your parents they're gonna pay your membership? I remember the only time I ever did ask for my parents to pay for a monthly membership for me, it was Adventure Quest Worlds. I actually don't think that game had a monthly membership at the time. I think it was a one-time payment. But it was Adventure Quest Worlds, which was an MMO based off Adventure Quest, if you remember it, chat. And I remember going to my grandpa and begging him to send the money. And it wasn't like we didn't put it on like the phone bill, which is how you did it back in the day. what we did is we literally got like the money in coins because it was like $5. So I literally got like 2 toonies and a loonie because I'm in Canada, and we put them in an envelope and we mailed it to their headquarters. And sure enough, like a week or 2 later, I had Adventure Quest World's membership, and it was the best thing to happen to my entire life. I played dress up so much in Adventure Quest Worlds. Used to be able to do that for RuneScape. Yeah, no, actually, that just reminded me of something. Also, Voidstim, thank you for the resub so much. That reminds me, my friend who I talked about, whose dad got him RuneScape, we reconnected. We stopped talking after I switched schools. When I was going into middle school, that's when we stopped talking. And I reconnected with him around when I was getting into high school. So this was like 4 or 5 years later. And he told me at the time, I completely forgot until we brought this up. He was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that RuneScape is still on my dad's phone bill to this day. It's really fucking funny. Chad, how many rock kicks does it take to get the shot? 5. Awesome. That's amazing. Yeah, no, that's so funny. Only MMO you got your parents to spend membership on was the Lego Universe one. That's awesome. Yeah, the MMOs I played, RuneScape, played that for 8 to 11. Adventure Quest Worlds, that was probably 11 and 12. And then I briefly played, now this is a real one, Cabal Online. If you've ever heard of Cabal Online, you get plus 20 points right the fuck now. Because nobody's heard of Cabal Online because it's nothing. RuneScape? 1000th soundtrack. What is this? This is pretty. You know that one? 20 points! 20 points to Jam Blanket Gal! Yeah, no, what does 20 points do? You can redeem it for... We'll figure it out. Yeah, Cabal Online, I played. It is a super shitty MMO. It's the most like MMO-ass MMO of all time. It has some legitimately beautiful music. In fact, not to make like monetary requests, but if anybody feels like, if anybody's gonna do another media share and you can't think of something to share, highly recommend, what's it called? Cabal Online, Bloody Ice or Desert Scream. One of those two. Go ahead and give it a Google. It's C-A-B-A-L, Cabal Online. Bloody Ice or Desert Scream. Legitimately phenomenal soundtrack in that game. But I played that a bunch, and I planned on streaming it, actually. I planned on streaming it on here a few years ago, and I downloaded it to play it, and they changed the intro, the login screen for character creation. And it straight up was the straw that broke the camel's back for me to never play that game again, because it used to have the coolest character creation screen in the world. The logo would close in on a big metal door, like a sliding door that slid into it spun into place. It was so fucking cool. And it was in a big metal, I don't know, something or other. It just looked awesome. And I guess a few years ago, for no real reason, they just removed the cool character creation screen that was super unique and awesome, and they replaced it with just a generic void and the most boring UI elements of all time. And I don't know why they ever would have done it. Straight up, I'm actually gonna show y'all. I'm taking a break from laps to do this. I'm straight up gonna show y'all this because it's so sad. I have to find an old video of this. Let me keep doing laps while I look this up. 14 years ago. Here we go. This'll be perfect. This is gonna be awesome. Here, let me share this on screen. Cabal Ownage presents to you. Don't play the music. Character creation. Hang on, do they open it? They don't. Okay, so this is this still kind of shows it off though. Look how cool this is. They're in some fucking spaceship thingy. This UI is it's got a lot of love, a lot of character, right? This weird platform they're on. Let me see if they do the door close thing. They don't, you fucker. Hang on, let me go find that. Let me do another lap. Let me run over here while we're looking for this. Hang on. I gotta find this. I need like an old ass video. Whoa, whoa! Whoa! Runescape loud! Cool. I need like an old ass video. Here we go, here we go. I found one.
Hey!
Thank you so much for the $5 Balthazord.
Okay, maybe Cabal music fucks.
It does. It straight up does. Hang on, I'll share it in a second here. I'm seeing if they do the thing. They do. Here we go. Check this shit out, chat. This is your character creation. They hit create. Eventually, this is the slowest video of all time. Look at this. It's fucking cool, right? Do you want to know what it looks like today? Looks like this. The video won't even load. That's how boring it is. Hang on. Wow, it's like really taking its time. Is YouTube dead? There we go. This is what it looks like today. Look how nothing this is. Look at how boring this UI is. The other one had like that cool metallic border. This is just a square. Look at this. This is nothing. This is nothing. It legitimately depresses me. Anyways, let me turn on the song that was just donated. Yeah, Bloody Ice, let's go. They monetized it, they did. Listen to this music. This is from the starting area, depending on what class you choose. For like the warrior class, I think. This is where you spawn in, and this is the first like music you hear in the game. Like, holy shit! Listen to this! This straight up, this is so catchy. I like think about this song to this day. I'll sometimes start humming it. This is a vibe. It's so good. I feel like you're in a movie and you're about to go on a travel montage. I'm with you, Jammy Jamster. I also wish UI was more interesting. I think UI is one of the most important things for a game's identity. Kingdom Hearts has such a great UI, such good identity with its UI, and I think that the UI is a huge part of like what attracts that. Like it's way bigger than you would think it would be for I don't know, creating its identity. And I can't even get the words out. I can't even think of the right words to say. It's important. UI is important. I've gone on rants before about how shit that Nintendo's modern UI is in every game. The only exception is like Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. That one's okay. Yeah, look at Persona. Oh my god, Persona's UI is like half of its fucking style. Ow, I fell. Nintendo has this style that they do where they just use the same font. They use these rounded edge rectangle, like it's just like an 80% opacity, like gray background, no color, and it's just the most basic ass font in the world. It's so sad. Tears of the Kingdom's UI is good, but you don't like that you're in it for half the game. That's fair. I think that Tears of the Kingdom, a couple quality of life things I would have loved to see in Tears of the Kingdom, which I'd love to see if they ever do a DLC for it. One, I think if you're firing arrows and you attach something to the arrow, I think it should like stay attached until you switch off. So if you have like 30 bombs and you equip bombs, you should be able to just shoot bombs until you switch to a different bow item. I think that would get rid of so many problems. And then also I think they could have done better with selecting Zonai parts in your inventory. There's so much like cycling through you have to do. That's my quality of life. Also, oh my god, I've got a captive audience. I'm gonna complain about it. I've yelled about this on Twitter like 3 times separately. It is fucking insane to me, unacceptable even, that in Tears of the Kingdom, the mechanic for the Master Sword wasn't that it was an unbreakable weapon with 0 damage and you could fuse things to the Master Sword because it's broken. And the fused item would break, but the Master Sword wouldn't. I cannot believe that's not what they went with. Like, that just seems like the most intuitive answer for how to do it. Because, like, one of the biggest complaints about Breath of the Wild, right, was the durability. And I agree that the durability is a good thing. The issue with Breath of the Wild, to me, is that, the issue with durability in Breath of the Wild for me is that what it's trying to do is it's trying to encourage you to use different options, right? That's the core of the mechanic, right? That's why you introduce durability, to get the player to do different things. But Breath of the Wild didn't have enough options for the player in combat. You were stuck between sword attack, spear attack, or two-hand attack, or bow attack. And Tears of the Kingdom fixes that. I legitimately think it fixes that wholeheartedly because of the sheer amount of utility items that they give you. It completely fixes the problem, I think. But I think that if they just made it so the Master Sword was unbreakable, 0 damage, and it just let you fuse things to it, that would have been perfect. It would have been the greatest, like, concession in the world. Plus, not only would that, like, settle the people who are, like, anti-durability, but it also would have just made sense from a game design perspective, because one glaring issue with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is that you can run out of weapons in a fight. And that's, like, an issue. That's a problem. That shouldn't be a thing. You shouldn't be able to run out of options. That's why in Half-Life you get the crowbar, right? Like, that's why in Doom you get the punch. Because if you run out of ammo, you need to be able to do something. Hi, Jam! Thank you so much for the raid! Hi! We're playing RuneScape. And we're listening to the most niche MMO music of all fucking time. Cabal Online. Hi, Sophie. It's Spears again. That's awesome. I've got Spear in my bank. Hang on. Next time I go a lap, I'll show you my Spear. Wait, hang on. I can't show Spear on Twitch. Let Link punch. No, I genuinely think, because you get given the Master Sword at the beginning of the game, you get the broken Master Sword, and it just shatters in a couple hits. And then you get the full Master Sword, and it's just the same thing that was in Breath of the Wild, except now you can fuse to it. But it still, like, runs out of durability and has to recharge, and that's stupid. It should have just been 0 damage, because it balances itself out, right? Because the reason you would still get normal weapons is because normal weapons have a damage value. So when you fuse something to a regular weapon, your total damage is going to be higher. But if they made the Master Sword have 0 damage and be indestructible, but the fused object breaks, it's going to deal less damage, but it's a consistent option you always have access to. Anyway. That's everything I've got to say. I genuinely think it is the biggest missed opportunity of Tears of the Kingdom. I turn the RuneScape music back on. Thank you so much for sharing that Cabal Online music with us, by the way, Balthazar. It's literally that the Cabal's OST is unbelievably good. All games need a punch. Hey, you know what? I fuck with that. Oh yeah, I promised I'd show my Spear. Hang on. Spear. Kind of looks like a halberd, but it's a spear. I promise. You unlock it a bit late for consistent damage method. No, I'm saying that it should be there from the start. Because you do start with it. I'm saying that it should always act like that. Right from the get-go. Because when you start, it has 2 damage. But it just breaks. I'm saying that they should have kept it, but it never breaks. Just make it infinite durability. You wanted to have unlimited durability, but gain like 1 damage every 4 shrines or something. I think that would have been okay, but I still think that my system still keeps the fusing intact, right? It keeps the intended game loop there. Because the issue with having an unbreakable sword is that it gets boring very quickly. Like if you ever played Breath of the Wild with infinite durability mods, it gets very boring very fast. So that system would keep the gameplay loop intact. But it also would have, I don't know, it just would have made a lot of sense. It feels intuitive. Anyway. I am done for real now. How many laps are we at? 150. So 120 plus 76, that's 196. We're getting close. 45 minutes or so left. Breath of the Wild's combat is not engaging enough on its own. It's really not. It's not at all. It's not good. I've actually been craving Tears of the Kingdom lately. Like, it makes me really sad because there's a lot of people who have like jumped on the anti-Tears of the Kingdom bandwagon. There's a lot of people who are like, oh, it wasn't as fresh as Breath of the Wild, or like it was just the same game, which I think is horseshit. I think if you think that, you played it wrong. Sorry. It's so different. I straight up, y'all, I'm a Breath of the Wild hater. I actively dislike Breath of the Wild. I thought it was impressive and cool when I first played it. But, like, I don't like it. I don't enjoy Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom is one of my favorite games. It's good. Tears of the Kingdom is just, you get to play Gmod, but in an actual, like, game. Oh, Lisa music's great. This is actually very fitting, thank you. Let me turn this off. Tears of the Kingdom is one of the craziest games I've ever made. No, it's insane. Tears of the Kingdom is incredible, and I won't take any Tears of the Kingdom slander in this chat. It's fantastic. It's a technological achievement. It's extremely well designed. And also the ending makes me cry. So there. Lisa music's awesome. I want to play Lisa again. I've played it before, but I've never beaten it. I want to beat it. You will hold yourself then. Thank you, Alexa. I appreciate I appreciate you. I think at this rate, we're gonna probably end stream at 64 agility or so. Little over. Everything with the $3! Can you check the image of the video and confirm it's okay for Twitch? Uh-oh, I don't know. I can't see it until it shows up. I'm gonna have to wait till it's live. Need to complete Tears of the Kingdom. It's so good. The ending is incredible. I remember talking to Duke when I was playing it, and I'm not gonna spoil it, but I told him, like, I was like, oh my god, I think this is gonna be what happens at the end. And I was like so excited about it. And then I was right and it happened, and I literally like cheered, and I took Duke and I was like, look, I was right. It was so incredible. Yeah, the ending does make the whole story worth it. Like, Tears of the Kingdom's story is not unbelievably great, but I do think that Zelda's characterization in it is really strong, and the ending pulls it all together so well. But also, Secret Stone, Imprisoning War, Secret Stone. Oh wait, yeah, this image is actually like on purpose. I actually don't know. I didn't realize that was a legitimate ask. I don't know if this is okay. We'll just do, well, it's already on stream. I'm probably gonna hide it. I'm sorry. I don't want to get in trouble. So that was the Imprisoning War. Yeah, those, I still think that there's no excuse for having those cutscenes all be the same. I had a talk, and I'm not gonna call this person out by name, because I respect them. Also, Partizay and Underwater Poo Girl. Thank you for the follows. Holy shit. Can't hear it when it's hidden. Yeah, that's on. I can't hide it with I can't hide it and also have it play. I pause the song. I mean, I can, but well, hang on. There we go. Now it's playing. What was I talking about? What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the fucking cutscenes. So yeah, I'm not gonna call this person out by name because I respect them too much. But they were like, well, in a non-linear game, there's no other way to do the story because, like, you can't assume what the player has and hasn't already done. And I said, fucking bullshit. Go play Fallout New Vegas, which has a completely non-linear story with multiple factions, which all account for each other and the things that you've done within them. New Vegas is genuinely the crowning achievement of like non-linear stories. I'm a linear gamer, like, stan. I will always defend linear games. My favorite game of all time is Half-Life. I understand why people like non-linear games, but I think that a linear game lets you control the pacing of your game, and that's really important, I think. What was I talking about? Oh god, I lost it again. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know I was talking about linear games. I forget what I was going with it, is what I meant. Yeah, I lost it. Anyway, the point is, Tears of the Kingdom did not have to do what they did. That was, I don't often say this. I do not often pull this word out when it comes to like game development and stuff. It was lazy. I'm sorry. You still find it funny that Tears of the Kingdom introduced brand new asinine timeline arguments to the Zelda fandom? Yeah, I took place in that. That was so funny. I think it was you, Gibson, right? I was trying to convince you about like a theory, and then I realized partway through, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. That was really funny. And I fully believed it too. I was like on board with it, and then I like showed you my evidence, and I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't work. Fuck. You remember? Yeah, that argument was on stream. It's not an alternate timeline. Kira Cat, it's not an alternate timeline. There's no reason. There's like no reason for it to be an alternate timeline. It just happens in the super future. You should play New Vegas. New Vegas is genuinely one of the greatest games of all time. And it had a modding revolution a couple years back in like 2019. So you can get it to a place if you're willing to spend some time modding it. It is it plays better than like Fallout 4 gameplay wise. Breath of the Wild is a reboot for all intents and purposes. Yeah, like they've said that it's like still in the same world, but it's just so far in the future that it doesn't matter. It effectively functions as a reboot, and that's fine. But yeah, no, New Vegas, like I legitimately stand by it's one of the greatest games of all time. It's fantastic. You think base New Vegas plays better than Fallout 4? I mean, in terms of game feel, base New Vegas has like better mechanics, but game feel, New Vegas feels clunky and shitty. Fallout 4 also feels clunky and shitty, so like the bar is not super high, but it feels a lot better game feel wise than the New Vegas does, unmodded. Oh god, it's hitting. The tiredness is hitting me. It's only 8:30, and like the wear of the grind just hit me. This took like 6 hours last stream for it to hit me. Now it's hitting me only like 2.5 hours in. Agility sucks, dude.
Do you eat chocolate?
I already ate all my chocolate.
Do you want more?
No, that's okay. Thank you, though, darling.
I'll sacrifice.
No, don't give me your chocolate. I don't want it. I don't want to eat chocolate on stream because it'll close up my throat and it'll be bad for me. You don't know how to explain the Sheikah technology vanishing? No, stop. I actually hate this argument. It does not disappear. It's just they literally in text, they took it apart. They used it. There's literally like a guardian on top of fucking that one lady's laboratory. I forget where it's called. It didn't disappear. They just took it apart. The real reason it's not there is because Nintendo didn't want to have the iconography be Sheikah anymore. Like it's that simple. That was my least favorite thing. No, it did disappear. No, it fucking didn't, Gibson. Canonically, it disappeared. No, it didn't. What? Where? Where does that get said? Ow. Son of a bitch. It literally... When does that get said, Gibson? When? You'll find the interview right now. Sure. Didn't it like recede back into the ground or something? That's just what I assumed when I was playing it. Oh my god, Evelyn, thank you for the $25 for the palate cleanser. Thank you. Oh. Oh, wait. 25. Oh. Oh, no. All right, I'm clicking this. Tears of the Kingdom director, Hidemaro. I'm just going to skip to the part where it matters. Hang on. They disappeared after the calamity was defeated, it's sealed in parentheses, revealed Tears of the Kingdom director Hidemaro Fujibayashi in a new Telegraph interview. All the people of Hyrule also witnessed this, but there's no one who knows the mechanism or reason why they disappeared, and is considered a mystery. It is believed that since the calamity disappeared, they also disappeared as their role had been fulfilled. That's stupid. Ah! Oh my god! I'm sorry, I just opened the Cabal Online character creation video from before and it wasn't muted and it was really loud. That is stupid. Well. Oh well. That is a dumb reason. Anyways, none of it matters. Tears of the Kingdom's fun. I hate this goddamn
God damn it, Doc Scratch, stop fucking around with my mic.
There's no explanation for that in game. Yeah, when I was playing, I just assumed two things. One, from a meta perspective, I just assumed they don't want to have this identical iconography across the world. They want it to look different, and I thought that was super fair. And then my like personal, just like the way I rationalized it was, well, it goes, it jumps out of the ground at the beginning of the game. It probably just receded back down, right? That was just my assumption. But they really do just say it disappeared, huh? Maybe it's a translation issue. Maybe it did recede back into the ground, not just fucking disappear. I hate this goddamn song.
Now you nuke suckers hold the fuck up.
I watched a Small Ant video the other day of him playing Tears of the Kingdom. Hang on, it's this part of the song. I literally can't focus and think. I can't think when this plays. Okay, it's over. What was I saying? My brain hurts. What was I saying? It's literally gone. Oh yeah, I watched a Small Ant video. And he played Tears of the Kingdom without using, what was it? Any, like, of the abilities or something. I can't remember. No, it was without weapons. That's what it was. And I know I've already got the Never Be Game Over challenge runs ahead of me, and I've got to focus on those. But straight up, I watched that video and was like, fuck. I want to do that. I want to do Tears of the Kingdom with no weapons. That seems fun as fuck. Not to be rude, but the noise combinations are torture. I know! It sucks!
4, 3, 2,
but you're able to click away. Don't. Stay on the stream. But you're able to. I'm locked here. I'm stuck here. Ryan played it without runes. Yeah, that was cool. Or without Ultra Hand Infused. Yeah, I saw Ryan do some of that stuff, and that was cool. But I want to try Tears of the Kingdom without weapons, because it just looks like a fun challenge. Because you still have access to so many utility options, because most of them are, most of them you can just throw. The length feels overwhelmingly long, though. Yeah, I mean, yes and no. You can beat the game pretty quick if you just go for it. Ryan is cool. Wasn't Ryan's run also without pants or something like that? That sounds like Ryan. The only thing I'd really miss with a no weapons challenge is not being able to use shields for shield surfing. I love shield surfing so much. They were so right for adding skateboards to Tears of the Kingdom. It's the best thing that they did. I hate this damn song. I don't want this to be playing anymore.
Now wait just a motherfucking second. Do I seriously have to spell this shit until the very end of the song?
Yeah, Joy's Pokemon Arceus run. I saw that, and I remember that looking interesting. I never played Pokemon Legends Arceus, so I don't know what happens in it.
Was this Fergie douche muffin illiterate or something?
You've never done shield surfing because you always forgot it exists. It's one of the most fun things in the game, especially in Tears of the Kingdom, where you can make it a skateboard. You can literally do Sonic the Hedgehog grind railing in Tears of the Kingdom. If you attach or if you just shield surf onto a rail. It's incredible. I just love how much room there is for like freedom of play in Tears of the Kingdom. I didn't feel like that was there in Breath of the Wild. Oh, thank God it's over. Breath of the Wild, personally, I don't think it's there. I think in Breath of the Wild, there is you're pretty much locked to the intended play method for most of it, unless you're using exploits, right? Like whenever somebody's like, oh, cool combat, Breath of the Wild montage, they're always using like the shit where you do the bow spin where it does a ton of damage, and they're abusing slow-mo mechanics. And whenever it's somebody's like, oh, I beat this challenge and I beat this shrine really fun way in Breath of the Wild, it's always like doing a wind bomb or something. Tears of the Kingdom actually feels like it has freedom of play. I feel like there's so many options. Like fucking that few weeks after it came out where Twitter was just full of people solving shrines in completely weird ass ways. Or like the fact that like there's shrines in Tears of the Kingdom where people straight up don't know, like people would play the game and not know what the intended solution was because they just found their own solution that worked better. And that's awesome. I think that's so cool. I hate falling. I hate agility. I hate this. Have a good night, underwater poo girl. Again, Incredible name. Thanks for stopping by. Oh god, my head hurts. Can we have like a real palate cleanser after that? After Carkalicious? That was a great part of Tears of the Kingdom. It was! No, it's so good. I've been like craving it hard lately. I might have to play it again soon. Oh, I got headache. Ooh, husband. Could you refill my water? Oh, you're playing Lethal Company. When you're done, could you refill my water? Thank you. Everybody in chat, make sure you hydrate. Yeah, the more enemies was really important. Tears of the Kingdom made a lot of really important changes. I think the most important one was adding utility to the player. Even before Tears of the Kingdom came out, I said a lot. I always compared Breath of the Wild to Metal Gear Solid 5 in that it was supposed to encourage player freedom and how they tackle objectives. But Metal Gear Solid 5 gives the player a shit ton of utility options, whereas Breath of the Wild had none. And so even before Tears of the Kingdom, I was like, they need to give the player more utility, which they did. But yeah, new enemies also, it just made, like, it increases the variety of like how you use those items as well. Oh, I'm sorry, you got a loud ad. Hey, oh, whoa, that's not where I'm supposed to be. Fuck loud ads, am I right? Oh no, we ran out of run energy. Oh, that's so bad. Oh God. We ran out of run energy. It finally happened. 169 nice laps and we ran out of run energy. Oh Christ. And we still have like another 50 to do. It's okay. It's going back up. We'll get it back soon. Oh, it's so slow now. It's so slow now. What is run energy? It's the amount of energy you have to run. It's this number right here. That's why Falador is good. Thing is, if we just had full graceful, which I should have realistically, that's on me. If we had full graceful, then I'd be fine. We do have 28 marks of grace. I literally need 7 more, which we might even get today. You're just glad they took out the Go Transit ad that had everyone in it like doing the pre-vomit noises for 30 seconds. That's gross. I hate gross ads like that. If you ask me, all ads are gross. Heyo. Capitalism. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It really sucks that websites are starting to fight against ad block, like, successfully. It really sucks. Especially because, like, it just gets, there's proof that doing that literally lowers your total ad revenue that you get because people stop using your website. So, like, it's not even going to benefit them in the long run. It just sucks for everyone involved. You have an ad block that just turns Twitch ads into purple screens? Yeah, so what's happening there is it's blocking the ad successfully, but Twitch knows about your ad block. And it's one of the ones they can detect. And so they switch to that screen that's on Twitch's end. That's one of the ways Twitch is fighting against ad block. You have to use an up-to-date version of uBlock Origin, and you have to make sure your cache on it is cleared periodically. Also, thank you for the Gumby Ploots Boots. Oh, I should turn off the RuneScape music. If corporations stopped doing things that were worse for everyone, society would collapse. Oh, I forgot. You still don't get the ads on Twitch? Yeah, I recently cleared my uBlock Origin cache, and I got rid of another ad blocker I had, and now mine aren't. I don't get ads anymore. Thought Carkalicious is about to play again? No, we're good. You can know if Carkalicious is going to play because there's the Homestuck tax of $25. You should do that. Yeah, if you go to the uBlock Origin subreddit, they have instructions for how to do it for the latest version. I think you might need to copy a script into uBlock right now to make it work. But, yeah. You can also use Firefox, and I think Firefox uBlock Origin might work out of the box, but I could be wrong out of that on that. Oh, no, you know what Firefox is you can do? I don't know if it works out of the box. The thing with Firefox is you can pop out the window. You can do picture-in-picture, and that lets you watch it while the ads are playing. That's what Firefox does. I remember now. You swear the Homestuck tax was 25, but Kark specifically jumped to 50 at some point. It probably did, but not right now.
It went up every stream. Like every time we played it went up.
Not on my stream.
Yeah, on your
No, not on mine. I remember you suggested it, and I said no to that. As far as you know, Firefox isn't Chromium-based. No, so that has nothing to do with ad blockers currently. Although Chrome is doing some changes that theoretically are supposedly going to break ad blockers, but I promise you from the bottom of my heart it's not going to work. But that hasn't happened yet. That's not why Firefox, it would work better on Firefox. I've gone on like whole rants on the whole Firefox and Chrome thing. The long story about it is that, yeah, Firefox is better, but not for any of the reasons anybody ever says. Ever. I'm so glad to have this water. I'm actually like dehydrated like crazy. You haven't been able to do the picture-in-picture thing on Firefox? I don't know how. I don't use Firefox. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Kiercat. Wait, Firefox collects your data, do they? That doesn't sound right, because their whole thing is that they don't. They do? Just less? I thought they didn't. I thought they had the whole thing was like privacy first, and that they had the thing where they introduced like a system for cookies where websites wouldn't collect your cookies, but it would like allow you to get the benefits of using cookies, like remembering information, like the important stuff that matters to you. Huh. It's capitalism. They're making money, yeah. The shame. Oh, 177 laps. We're getting there. What do we need? Like 231? I think. We're getting there. How are we doing on agility? 64. We need 30,000 XP for another level. Dear God, how am I ever gonna get 70? How much have we made today? We've made like 150,000 XP over the day. Combo Winter, thank you so much for the 420. Nope, that's the thing we just played. That song was good. I don't know what it was called. Sorry, I don't have it anymore. I think it was called Static by yeah. You know, it's quiet. There we go. Dragon's Dogma has good music. I know I was talking about earlier how it didn't click with me, but the music is very good in Dragon's Dogma. Oh, son of a bitch. No matter how much Tumblr wants me to switch, they're not gonna make me. No, yeah, straight up, I've talked about this on stream before. Yes, Firefox is better when it comes to your privacy. That's about where the objective improvements end. Everything else is subjective. And privacy is important, and you should care about your privacy on the internet. But it's not faster. It's actually slower. Firefox uses like, it's so minimal. This is like an actually kind of level of how little it matters, but technically Firefox uses more RAM than Chrome. It's slower. And everything else is just like aesthetic differences. I'm personally, I'm sticking with Chrome until all of my ad blockers are fully broken. And I fully do not believe that when they bring in Manifest V3, I don't believe it's going to break ad blockers. Yes, it's going to stop the method that ad blockers currently use, but they're just going to find another method. Like, really? Yeah, Chrome used to have... Chrome did take up a shit ton of RAM, but that was like when it was first around. Like, it hasn't been like that in like a decade. Like, when that was relevant, Internet Explorer was still like one of the most commonly used browsers. When that was relevant, Firefox still had like a majority share in internet browsers and in the amount of use. You've been using Opera GX? I hate Opera GX. Mostly just because like the company annoys me. Like there's no, ethical consumption under capitalism, blah, blah, blah. Specifically, they just bother the shit out of me because like there's NFT bros and I don't want to touch that shit. Yeah, if your Chrome is using 20,000 megabytes of RAM, please remove some extensions. Seriously. Like, if you're using a ton of RAM, you probably just have a lot of extensions. Opera sucks so bad, actually. I don't like Opera. My little brother uses it. And I like could barely navigate it. I went to visit him a couple months back and I was like, what is going on in here? If the steps uBlock is taking to crush YouTube's ads is any indication, people will do anything to avoid ads. That's the thing. No, ad blocker developers the thing is, it's open source. So there will always be people who are angry enough to put in the work to make it work. You just hate change? That's fucking fair. But yeah, if you want to use Firefox, like I get it. It's a solid browser, and yeah, it's better for privacy. But the moment somebody starts arguing, pro Firefox, it always goes to the same few things. It's like, oh, Firefox has uBlock, yeah, so does Chrome. Oh, Firefox lets you, I don't know, use extensions, yeah, so does Chrome. Like, it's oh, Firefox is faster, no, it's not. It's always these things that are not true, and that's what bothers me about it. You don't watch cable TV anymore because you can't stand ads. To be fair, Ploots Boots, I don't think anybody on the planet watches cable anymore. My grandparents, who are old people, are getting rid of their cable soon. They literally asked us to show them how to buy an Amazon Fire Stick the other day. Like, nobody uses cable. Okay, this story's funny. So I used to work at a cable company selling cable and internet, specifically cable and internet, and I was damn good at my job. First off, like it was like a puzzle because the shit they had for cable packages was so disgustingly old and out of date that you had to put cable packages in a certain order, and they had to be certain packages that are identically named but function differently and are incompatible with each other if you do it wrong. It was crazy. It was like doing a hell puzzle. That's why, by the way, if you ever call to do cable stuff, it takes hours. It's because of that stuff. Anyways, this one day I was having a bad day and I got a call and some guy just called to complain, and we get those all the time. And the guy was like, why am I paying this much for my cable? Why is it so expensive? And I literally broke. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Cable's dying. They need to make the money somehow. And he was like, you shouldn't be saying that. And I was like, yeah, you're probably right. I remember thinking to myself, like, wow, I really hope my boss does not listen in on this call. Because your boss is listening on random calls. And I was like, oh, man, I really shouldn't have said that. But I was having a shit day. And I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. Cable's dying. As the cable company. It was so funny. It's like one of the most embarrassing memories I have of working there. My favorite memory, you would feel so validated. No, seriously, yeah. Except you're not like a 45-year-old angry man, so it's different. My favorite call when I was working there was somebody calling, and they were like, the roads in my town are too narrow. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I think you got the wrong phone number. This is cable company. And they were like, no, I know who I called. Why haven't you fixed the roads? And I was like, so this is cable company. We handle cable internet. And they're like, no, I know who you are. I know you've got the money. You're building a new like office in our town. Clearly you've got money. So why aren't you fixing the roads? And honestly, first, like that lady just I think that lady just, that was her first, like, I think she just discovered the problems with capitalism in that moment. Like, I think she was getting it, you know? It was clicking for her. Like, yeah, you know what? She's got a point. Yeah, this cable company does have the money to fix these roads. Why aren't they? And I went on in that call. It lasted for straight up like half an hour. I just like, all I did, literally the entire call, I stifled my laughs and I would repeatedly say, ma'am, this is cable company. As much as I empathize for your concerns, cable company isn't responsible for road work. You should probably call your city. And it went on for like half an hour. And she just kept looping back to, well, you've got the money. You're building a place right now. You've got the money. It was so funny. Sophie Baby personally responsible for road maintenance. If I was responsible for road maintenance, none of the roads would be too thin. Except they'd be very thin because they'd be railroads. Those can always be thin. Yeah, come on, Sophie, fix those roads. Well, excuse me. Hey, I'm not cable company. I don't have the money. I was being paid $1 above minimum wage. Thank you very much. Base, no more road. Yeah, no. If I was in charge of roads, they'd turn into railroads. And I'm not kidding. I'm especially biased because I don't drive. I don't have a license and I don't ever plan on getting a license. So I'm like particularly biased towards public transit. I used to take the bus everywhere for probably between ages, I want to say 16 and like 21. I would take the bus everywhere. Every single day I'd take the bus to the point where I had our bus, I had the bus schedule for my entire town memorized. I knew exactly when which buses would be in different places. And a couple highlights of my bus route. When I was still in high school, on my way home, my bus, I noticed that it stops right in front of a 7-Eleven, and then it takes a turn and it goes to like the town mall, but then it comes back to the same road. And I realized that if I got off at the 7-Eleven and I got my Slurpee and I sprinted to the next bus stop, I could get a Slurpee and then just hop right back on the bus afterwards. And so that was part of my routine. I would miss it sometimes, and our bus schedules, they only come back around every hour. So if I missed it, I'd be waiting an hour, but at least I had a Slurpee. But yeah, that was my routine. When I wasn't taking the bus, I was walking. I remember my second job, I lived about an hour away, and I would walk there every single day and walk back home. So it was 2 hours of walking a day. And I think I talked about this last stream too. I would also like sometimes not go home right away. I'd like walk to like the thrift store, which was nearby. That was like a half an hour away off road. That's like an extra hour total to my trip. Or I'd go to 7-Eleven, which is another like hour on top of my trip. I would walk so goddamn much. High risk, high reward. Literally the highest reward though. Here's the thing. It's high risk, guaranteed reward, because with my system, I would always get the Slurpee. There's no chance where I missed the Slurpee. And this was back when 7-Eleven had double gulp cups. I think they still have them in some places, but I know our 7-Elevens don't. And I sometimes wonder if I'm personally responsible for that. Because the double gulps, if you don't know, they are 1.8 liters. They're fucking massive. And you're only supposed to get soda in them. The biggest Slurpee cup is like, I want to say like 20% smaller than that. So I would always get the double gulp cup. And they'd always get upset. Not at my 7-Eleven. They wouldn't get upset at me, but they would get, they're supposed to get upset. And I know that that was like a big thing. 7-Eleven was pushing back against people using the double gulp cups. And eventually they just stopped stocking them after like 4 or 5 years of me doing this. It's really sad. I love those double gulps. I don't actually know if they were 1.8 liters. I think they used to be 1.8 liters, but they got shrunk down to like 1.6. I remember because I was a kid and I remember looking at it. It was like, whoa, 1.8? But then I got another one and I was like, this seems smaller when I was like a teenager. And I'm pretty sure they shrunk them. Hang on. I remember looking this up once. This is my Slurpee hyperfixation moments. Hang on. Double gulp cup size. So in America, it's 1.9 liters still, apparently, according to the Wikipedia. But not in Canada. How much double gulp size Canada? Not big gulp, double gulp. Come on, website. I'm looking up Slurpees. Where are they? I can't find them. Anyways, all I know is that in Canada, they shrunk. They were 1.8 and then they got shrunk. The syrup they get is super cheap. All syrup is cheap, baby. Fucking Jack's Girl Stream Team has been doing Slurpee science in our Discord, and I'm actually so jealous. Like, unbelievably jealous. She made a Slurpee from home using an ice cream maker, and she got the syrup by, like, boiling out Coke on her stove to get the syrup from it. And apparently it tasted, like, fantastic. It had the perfect texture and everything. What would they do if you brought your double gulp cup from home, filled it up, and brought it to the counter? That's not a problem, because refills, there's, like, an established thing for refills at 7-Eleven, and you can actually bring whatever cup you want. Or at least you could for a time. I don't know if they still do that, but that was like, they had established protocol for refills. It was cheaper too, than if you took one of their cups, like substantially cheaper. It was like $1.50 or something if you did a refill versus like $2.10. But I always just got a fresh cup because they got kind of gross and they were like thin plastic and I didn't want to bring it. Plus it's $2.10. Who cares? $2.10 is like not real money. Spending $2, it's not, you could spend $2, I think, thousands of times, and you'd never actually lose money. I think it's pretend at that point. Crave it a Slurpee, but it's midnight and all the places are probably closed. If you live near a 7-Eleven, almost guarantee you they're still delivering. Especially if it's a 24-hour 7-Eleven, you're golden. A lot of them are. If not, you're shit out of luck, I'm sorry. Slurpee keg. Now, the thing is, you can't go too big with your cups because they melt, right? So here's the thing. You do want to balance. Here's my Slurpee tip. Never, ever, ever, ever get a small Slurpee cup. And here's why, okay? The Slurpee is going to melt percentage-wise at around the same rate, no matter what size Slurpee you get. So, like, if you get a super small cup, that thing is going to be like half melted in like 15 minutes. But if you get the biggest cup, you're not going to notice the melting unless it's a hot day or you got a shitty Slurpee. You're not going to notice the melting for literally like an hour or longer. Never get the small Slurpee cups. Medium, you're starting to approach okay. I recommend always getting at least a large. Like minimum. That's part of why I always got the double gulps, because they were huge and so they would like never melt. Or like never melt to a point that mattered. They were so funny too, the double gulps, because the straw didn't fit to the bottom of the damn cup. So you like, you just kind of had to have it float there. And when you're running out of Slurpee, you had to like dip your head into the cup as if it would like you're sticking your hand into a Pringles can. You typed in 7-Eleven to see if there's any near you and it spit a decimal out at you. That's awesome. Reusable cup tech has advanced a bit. True, but reusable straw tech has gone down the fucking chute. I feel like if you're getting a Slurpee, it's go big or go home. It literally is. It literally is. I seriously miss living within walking distance of a 7-Eleven. Like... And when I say walking distance, I mean like a half-hour walk. Like, I would walk a healthy amount every single day for a Slurpee. I'd do it. Got metal boba straw. Metal straws scare the shit out of me. That is one, like, trip and fall away from piercing your damn skull. That's terrifying. I am so scared. I'm legitimately, like, scared of metal straws. I don't like it. Your hand is the perfect shape for a Pringles can? That's like a superpower, Alexa. That's awesome. I think I'm jealous. God's gift to me. Hell yeah. See how far your 7 is because you might just walk instead of drive. It's really good. It's like, oh my God, we got another one of these events. That's two back to back. That's awesome. There's wizardry here. That's a rune. Rune magic. Oh, 2 more. Oh, no. It just was lagging. All right, want to watch the world burn. That's a lantern, that's logs, that's a tinderbox. Am I mistaken with the lantern? No, we're fine. We're good. Fish, harpoon. What? That must not have been a harpoon. Bow, archery stuff. Oh. Hold on, awesome. Get me the hell out of here. Why is that a dragon? Why does it make you? No, this is a random event, Gibson. So RuneScape has random events. And they all have different rewards and different mini games. This one is the classroom one where you get a book of knowledge, and the book of knowledge gives you 15 times your level on any skill you choose. So my levels, because of how XP scales, it's the most efficient to use these on skills that are level 10. I don't have any at level 10. I'm gonna pop this on farming. No, I'm gonna pop this on hunter. I always do hunter. And I get 225 hunter experience. And that leveled me up, look at that! It's free level up. Yeah, no, there's a few random events that are really, really good and worth doing. The best one is the maze random event, or at least in my opinion, because the maze, if you do it fast enough, you can get some insane rewards. I think it scales with your level too, because I recently did it and I got like a healthy chunk of actually useful runes. Most of the events you get kind of garbage, but they are like a really good source of gems, and that sort of thing. Scales off total level? Awesome, cool. Yeah, maze random, the genie lamp, count check, and the school random are all my favorites. Some of them are cute too. There's one where you have to like find a person who looks identical to another person. You have to grab them with like a claw machine. There's one where you have to play like fucking... I don't even know what it is. Like, there's pillars and they glow and you have to hit them in the right order. There's all sorts of shit. If you do it quickly, it can give you like 100k plus. Yeah, no, the maze random's insane. It's like actually unbelievable how good it is because all the other events, I'm pretty sure they don't scale. And most of them, like, a lot of them just give you like, oh, here's a gold ring and it's worth 100 GP. It's like, cool. Pinball, yeah, that's what it is. Osk. Also, we're 2 marks of grace away from that hood. Chat. We're so close. We get that hood, we're golden. I never have to manage my run again. Sort of missed the teleport spell random event where you teleport to some error location that you have to fix. That's cute. I don't remember that one, but that's cute. Some Binding of Isaac shit. Error room. Full graceful, my beloved. Yeah, no, Osk, I don't think you were here earlier. The thing we've been struggling with is I lose like 1 to 2 run energy on average for every run here. And so I have to manage it. I have to occasionally do walks to keep it from running out. And it's so fucking annoying. And all we're missing is the hood. Only good randoms are the ones that give you XP in the maze. Yeah, I don't know if I'd agree with that. No, as an iron, actually, Alexa, the ones that give you gems are pretty handy too. Because gems are good crafting XP, and you can make jewelry out of them too. So I actually think gems are pretty useful still. You didn't give Tyler any starter cash or anything, but you did give them some stamina pots. And they're like, "This is life changing." Fuck! I wish I had stamina pots. I need to train Herblore. I hate it, but I need to. There are pretty good ways to get gems. I mean. Yeah, but they're free. I mean, what ways are there to get, like, uncut gems? Like, what would you even suggest? Because all I can think of is there's that one gem stall in Alcarid, but that one's always empty. I'm pretty sure in, like, the fight caves, there's a gem shop, but you have to, like, get I think it needs, like, rock currency or something. There's an enemy that drops gems each kill. I didn't know that. Awesome movie. Yes, true. I've actually never seen it. Gibson, we should watch it. Were the gem rocks in old school, or is that RuneScape 3? I don't know what those are, so they're... Oh, no, that's RuneScape 3. You get gems from mining occasionally, but it's like super rare and it's not consistent enough to bother. You wonder if Settled is still eating all the gems in El Carrot? Probably. Let's see. He just uploaded another Nightmare mode video today, and let's see. He did it in that video. What was he doing last? I can't even remember what he was doing at the end of the video. He probably is. Wait, there are gem rocks, Alexa? Where? What? When? Huh? How? Shiloh Village. Oh, I didn't even know that. Well, fuck me then. What kind of gems can you get from it? That seems handy. Fuck! Have you ever considered doing a snail run? What on earth is a snail run, Kira Cat? Or core plus jungle 3. That's insane. What? That's crazy. I need to go do that. That's really fucking handy. There's an Immortal Snail plugin. Oh, I didn't know that. No, I wouldn't do that. RuneScape challenge runs are not for me because most of them are are just about a dedication to like time, right? I don't have a lot of time in my day. I love watching them, but I don't think I'd ever do like a... I'm playing Iron Man. That's challenge enough for me. Yeah, this game is long enough. Exactly. There's a task to mine 5 gems in a row last league, which is fucking impossible without a glory, so they were packed for so long. That's funny. I haven't played the leagues. I don't know if I ever will. Because I just like getting progress on my main. That's all I care about. But people seem to enjoy them, so maybe next time they have a league, I'll jump in, see what it's all about, see what the hot fuzz is about. Hot Fuzz is a good movie. Oh, my eyes are getting heavy. It's more about doing little goals. Fair enough. Oh, I'm so sleepy. You get funny cosmetics for your Iron account. Ooh, that's interesting. Maybe I am interested then. My eyes are sleepy. 205 laps. We're almost done. Oh my god, wait. We need 235. 30 more laps. That's still like half an hour. But still, we're getting there. We're almost there. Actually, these laps are faster than an hour. Or sorry, faster than a minute. I hope they're faster than an hour. These laps are only like 45 seconds. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Quick, someone donate $100. That's the thing, is like I have to balance it, right? Like I can't say no, please don't, because $100 would be very helpful for the rent and groceries and generally being alive and not homeless. But also, Jesus Christ, agility sucks. Like, badly. At least I'm not doing construction. The thing is, as soon as the stream ends, I'm probably just gonna go train construction, which is like worse than agility. But at least I won't have to also be entertaining. No, that's not true. I'm actually having fun. This makes the grind so much easier. I'm acting like, oh, me being like talking to chat makes it harder. That's untrue. If, like I said last stream, I would not be doing this grind if I wasn't live streaming it. Oh my god, one more Mark of Grace, please. One more Mark of Grace and we're done. If I had me inspired to do runecrafting again, but you remember how baleful it is to train. I mean, Guardians of the Rift isn't too bad, right? I've heard that people enjoy that. I've played it. I don't remember how it works. But, like, I'm pretty sure you get good runes out of it. I played it, like... Literally, I think I played it, like, 2 years ago. Around when I first made this account. It was one of the first things I did, because I was interested. And that's why I have 42 rune crafting. Like, that's good XP, isn't it? I would love to be able to craft my high-level runes, but, like, that shit's never happening. I'm never getting the crazy high rune crafting. Minus AFK is causing you to fail. That shit sucks. Kind of like ADHD poison, because you always fuck up and miss a portal. Aw. ADHD poison's tough. ADHD poison for me was fucking pest control. Fuck pest control. Straight up... I hope that they, like, do something about pest control in the future. Change it. Do something. It sucks so bad. It's so unfun. It's not even the worst minigame. Yeah, but, like, the rewards are good enough where it's like, you really gotta do it. It's so annoying. I hate pest control. Like, I despise pest control. Like, the XP rates are good and stuff, but, like, it's just not fun. You aren't going to be able to get Infinity Robes? Try me. Don't challenge me like that, Alexa. I'll do it. I'll go get Infinity Robes. How do you get Infinity Robes? Hang on. Magic with a mage training arena minigame. Piece of blah blah blah. Minigames, small games, each players. Yeah, I know what a minigame is. What is mage training? Training arena. 4 separate sub-minigames. The rewards are pizzazz points. Bones to Peach's spell, runes, or Infinity Robes. Yeah, okay, tell me about it. Magic minigame. Okay, blah blah blah. Spells, pizzazz points, blah, blah, blah. What minigames? What minigames? What minigames we got here? Telekinetic Theater, Creature Graveyard, Enchanting Chamber, and Alchemist Playground. I'm gonna jump into this minigame and see how bad it is. I do not at all, like... I believe you, is what I'm trying to say. I don't think that you're lying here. I don't think you're wrong. It probably is terrible. The thing is, pest control isn't that bad. It's just frustrating. The thing about pest control for me is that... Oh, that's our last mark of grace. Let's fucking go. The thing about pest control is that it's just frustrating. Because some random person will leave the fucking doors open. Oh, are you kidding me? They're really teasing me here. Somebody will leave the gates open and get the guy killed. And it's just like, man, now we're all wasting our fucking time. We didn't have to lose. It sucks, and if you open the door randomly, you just lose. The thing is, I always watch it happen. I think that's why I hate pest control so much, is you watch it happen. You see somebody walk up to the gate, and you see the fucking conga line of monsters behind it. And you start typing, you're like, no, don't. You start, like, you have, like, half the sentence out. And then it's over. They open it. The Void Knight's dead. And you could have done something about it. Except you couldn't. What were you supposed to do? Mage training is what people think RuneScape is like for real, oh, but for real, that's scary. All right, take me to Berthorpe. No, that's not what I type in. Take me to Berthorpe, give me my necklace. Rub, 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 rub. Gamers, this is big. This is huge, even. We're about to get the coveted, the incredible, the iconic, full, graceful outfit. I am unbelievably excited for this. Here we go. Gimme. Oh, it looks so not very good. I don't like how graceful looks, but here we go. Thank fuck. What color am I gonna dye it? Shit, I don't know. That's a lot of work. I'm not thinking of that far ahead. I don't know. Give me this. Give me these. Take me back to Camelot. Thank fuck. All right, back to it. I'm gonna walk up to the wall, but after that, we should be good to just run on for good. You really enjoy how it looks? I don't like how it looks very much. I think it's noisy. I think that's what bothers me about it. It's just kind of noisy. It's not my thing. All right, let's move. Full graceful, baby. It's a whole new world. This is so nice. Oh, you're talking about speedrun graceful. Hang on. What is that? I'm Googling it. Is that the blue? Is that the blue stuff? That looks good. That looks good. I like that. How do you get that? The Googling Googler. I love to Google. How do you get it? Because I would love to not be wearing this. Doing quest speedruns. All right, fair enough. In a speedrun world. Oh. I might have to do that. Oh, fuck me, I'm tired. 212. 23 more laps. We got this. 23.45 laps. 65 laps, I mean. Oh, this is so nice to be able to just... I'm finally able to just click and go again. We're probably going to have to do another stream to get to 70. I mean, almost certainly going to have to do another stream. Maybe even 2 at this rate. But being able to do it in the future with just full graceful and just always be running, oh, it's going to be so nice. It's literally going to be so nice. I don't know, I ain't got nothing else to say about it. It's going to be so nice. This guy ain't got pants. Get some graceful pants. Look at this guy ain't got full graceful. Who does this without full graceful? Despicable. You don't even have full graceful? It's a little bit cringe. Up. ABR always be running. This is actually so fucking nice to have now. This is gonna make oh my god, this is gonna make construction so much nicer. Cause I'm constantly running to the construction mill, to the lumber mill, excuse me, to turn logs into planks. This is gonna make that so much nicer. Shit. Can still fall with full graceful. How many laps? Okay, 14 laps to... It says 14 laps until goal. Is that... We might get 65 before the end of this. 65 agility. Son of a bitch, not at this rate. We might get 65 agility. I'm gonna run out of run energy just because I keep falling, for fuck's sakes. Next level, yeah, that's good. If we can end this off on 65 agility, I'll be very happy. Thank you for not falling. God, I feel like so generic now. Wearing full graceful, I feel like it takes my entire identity away from me. Because like 90% of the people you see walk by, look, there's another one. They're always wearing graceful. Graceful, graceful. None of these guys are wearing graceful actually, but graceful everywhere. I'm just another cog in the machine now. Cog in the Runescape machine. Son of a bitch. I actually have to walk or I'm gonna run out of energy. I'm losing my mind. Get you a little prayer book for Fashionscape. I could get a book. I could get a funny cosmetic item. One that doesn't weigh too much. Only thing you actually like in RuneScape 3 is you can do cosmetic overrides, and that's just a function of the microtransactions, which sucks. Fuck! That does suck. I got excited at first. Yeah. I mean, I think, okay. On one hand, I think cosmetic overrides in games are nice because you can wear the stuff that makes you feel like you, but also, I think there's some value in a game, like, only being able to wear cosmetics if it's true, like if you're giving up the rest of your stuff. Like you have to, like your equipment speaks to how powerful you are. I think there's something to that. Because it makes it so, like, if you're walking around in your full fucking, I don't know, what's some high-level gear? If you're walking around in your theater of blood stuff, it's like, damn, they worked for that shit. If you think Grace looks bad, never set foot in a RuneScape 3 Max Guild. Good news! I'll never set foot in RuneScape 3. I did it once to check on my old account from when I was a child, and that's it. Old School has cosmetic overrides, but very few. Yeah, but those are usually like reflavors of existing outfits. Like if it's one outfit that gets like like a cosmetic override, that's a little different. Like glamours in Final Fantasy, for example, I get a lot of people get a lot of enjoyment out of it, and it's probably good in the long run for that game. But I have seen RuneScape 3 wings. I have seen that, Evelyn. Oh, neck hurts. You know what's really funny is I didn't know you could buy infinity robes from the Mages Guild. Not infinity robes, sorry, that's what we were talking about earlier. Mystic robes from the Mages Guild. I thought you had to get them through Slayer monsters, because a lot of them have like a really low drop rate chance for it. So I spent like a couple hours the other day getting the Zarishian robes, the things you get from like the lizard men fabric. I spent like a good couple hours on that. And I'm only gonna need that for like 3 more magic levels. It's the only, I literally got it like, I'm actually almost at 61, so like 2 levels of magic. Because at 63, I'm just gonna boost up to 66 and then go buy the Mystic Robes. But hey, you know what? They're mine and that's what matters. I worked for them. Zarishian robes are good for wilderness. Yeah, but like, I don't know, I know a lot of PvPers and stuff use them. I'm only gonna go in the wilderness for stuff I really need to do. It was a decent crafting XP at least. Oh, Jesus Christ. Making them, sure, but getting the actual fabric to make them, not so much. The drop rates are not incredible. Like the wilderness agility course. I'm never going there! What are you, insane? I'm not going to the wilderness agility course. I'm straight up, am I still losing run energy? No, it's just because I've been falling. It's gotta be just because I'm falling. Hey, I've got a hot take. I don't like pets in most games. Games specifically. I love real life pets. I don't like it when there's just a little guy following you around in games. I'm sorry. It's just like, it's like an extra guy. I don't know. There's just like an extra guy there. I love my little thing. I don't want an extra little thing. Like RuneScape pets, I always think they're just kind of gaudy and kind of ugly a lot of the time. I don't know. They're very gaudy. They're very like in your face and it's very obvious. It's like, oh, look at my pet. You feel that you're not even a fan of companions. Oh, I hate companions in games. Yeah, whenever I play Skyrim, whenever I play like any game with companions, I'm going solo every single time. Send them my way. I love them. Yeah. You know what? If you like them, that's fine. I can understand why people would like them, but they're not for me at all. Not even a little bit. Consider this. He's happy to be there and he loves to see when you log on. Consider this. He's pretend he's made of computer. I love bonding with my creature. Yeah, Duke, you literally play My Singing Monsters. If you didn't like pets, there would be an issue. It only slightly counts. Do you not consider them your pets? Are they more like colleagues in My Singing Monsters? Are they like peers? Only game with companions like is Fallout New Vegas. That's true. New Vegas has great companions, but it's only because they're like extremely well written. And honestly, frankly, even in New Vegas, I only keep them around long enough to do their quests. Unless it's Eddie. Eddie, I will let him follow me around because he's perfect. I guess it's a pet. Sure. Okay, that's fine. That's my one exception. Make fun of me if you want. But come on, it's Eddie. He goes, and I feel amazing every time. What can I say? Ooh. I got that Mondo headache. Well, I'm glad that we're going to get 65 agility. That's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I kind of half expected us to only get like 63 or something today. So that's pretty darn good. The worst pets in games are the ones that are fundamental game mechanics, which this opinion is entirely based on Roblox. I have not enough Roblox experience to know what you're talking about, but I agree with you anyways. Also, Frogfur, thank you for the follow. Oops. God, my run energy is like so, it's teetering. I think I am still losing run energy, like net losing. What's going on, man? What's happening? You give more agility XP than me. Nice, let's go. Yeah, I have 447,000 right now. The RuneScape ones just kind of hang around you at knee height and they don't do anything. Yeah, I don't like them. They're just like annoying. I don't know. They're very gaudy and they're big. A lot of them are fucking huge. But even when they're not big, a big thing too is they're distracting to me because they get caught on stuff and like the pathing is obviously like really poor. And it's just like, I don't know, it's drawing attention to it. I don't like pets in games. These summons give you benefit. Get summons out of here! I remember when they had added summoning. I was playing when they added it. And I remember being so excited. I was like, oh my God, you can get different kind of dog? This is awesome. Being a kid was awesome because if something was bad, you didn't get it. So you're good. Old school has summons? Wait, what? Well, not as a skill, though. Also, what are you talking? When? Where? How? What? What summons? In old school? You can get thralls? I have to Google this. What are thralls? I love these streams because I learned so much about old school RuneScape. I feel like I know a lot, and then y'all teach me. And it's like, oh, I didn't know nothing. Summoned with resurrection spells in the RCS spellbook. I have that. Required magic level in runes. The player must have the Book of the Dead either wielded or in their inventory. Do 6 prayer. Powerful allies. Neat. I didn't know that. Cool. I'm probably never going to use this. It's in the spell book. No one uses. I use it to reanimate heads for prayer XP. Thank you very much. One of the last Trailblazer 2 relics was just a Mega Thrall that never went away and always hit your targets for their weakness. That's nuts. Oh my God, we're almost there. We're almost at 64 laps. We're almost done with our total laps. Just so I know ahead of time, what would y'all say is like 65% of a lap? I would say like crossing there is 50. So I think like halfway through this building is 60%. No, that's still like, that's pretty far. I think 60% would probably be somewhere on the tightrope between those two buildings. Let's see. No, because there's this building. Honestly, 60% is probably like the beginning of this building. Like this one here. This is gonna be level 65 after this lap also. Right here, I think is 65. No, this is like 70. No, 65 is on that building. That'll be 65%. There it is, 65 agility. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. 449,000 XP. We're getting there. We're getting places. We started this with like 300,000, so that's like 150,000. Not as good as last time, but pretty good. Oh. Summoning was a pain to 99. RuneScape 3 just leveled it with the lamps you get from Treasure Hunter. Jesus. Oh wait, I guess that's a. I was gonna say when I heard lamps, I'm thinking like the ones that give you 10 times your level in here, like from the genie. I was like, you got to 99 from those? I want to get to some late game RuneScape content. I want to do some cool stuff. It's the loot boxes you get daily. Jesus. Loot boxes. Ugh. Genie lamps only run. That would literally take you like several years. Like probably over a decade to 99 anything. Look at you. Like you'd be getting a couple thousand every time you get one. A couple thousand XP. How much XP do you need to get a 99? It's somewhere in the millions. Hang on. To get 99, you need 13 million XP in a skill. So we're just going to average it out to say like 4,000 XP a lamp. That's like level 40 times 10. You know, at level 40, you'd get like 4,000 XP, right? Because it's 10 times your level. No, wait. That's 400 XP. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. So 13 million divided by, we'll average it out to 400. You would need around 32,500 lamps. The fastest you could possibly get lamps, assuming you got perfect RNG, I think is once every like 10 minutes, right? So let's assume perfect like luck somehow. So 32,500 times 10. That's just, I could have done that. So 325,000, I guess that's minutes. So divided by 60. It would take about 5,000. That's actually like not, that's actually like more reasonable than I expected. Like 5,400 hours is what I got here. Now that's assuming perfect luck, which you'd never get. But that's like shockingly not as bad as I was thinking. That is feasible. Yeah, 5,000 hours. Like that's a lot of hours. But that's feasible. If you were to do like, I'm pretty sure that there's ways to manipulate it so you're more likely to get random events on the 10-minute mark. Although the chances of getting a genie each time are like unbelievably low. So really, that 5,000 hours probably balloons into like 50,000 hours pretty quick when you factor in the likelihood of getting a genie. And that's more about what I was expecting. Holy shit, 232 laps. We're literally 3 away. I can lie down and rest my noggin. See a video about it in 2040. It kind of blows my mind that it's like even in the realm of human possibility. I did not expect that. Are there stats for how often you expect the genie random event? That's a good question. Is there a chance listed on the wiki? It just says it can't. Oh, hang on. The random event page might have chances. It doesn't look like it. There's a section for spawn mechanics. The game will pick a point in time between 1 and 2 hours in advance when the player is next to receive an event spawn. Define a relationship check is made every 5 minutes of in-game time to see if the required duration is... Wait. Am I reading this wrong, or is this saying it's like hours between random events? I thought you could get it within 10 minutes if you were doing it if you were like doing certain things. 1 and 2 hours in advance when the player is next due to receive an event spawn. Well, when are you due to get an event spawn? I'm reading through this thing right now. Hang on, sorry. I don't know. I'm looking this in. I'm looking at it. The only thing I can find is that it determines it 1 to 2 hours in advance. But you definitely get them more often than that. Like, we've gotten like, well, I guess we've only gotten 2 in the past 3 hours, but huh. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is all just for a theoretical genie % run. Now, if you factored in the teacher, the classroom event, that I feel like would increase your time pretty substantially, because those give you 15 times your level. Those are even better. But here's the thing. From what I understand, and I could be wrong on this, I just remember this from when Swampletics was going on. But, like, I guess you're more likely to get a random event if you're doing varied XP games because, you know, they were originally a bot prevention method, right? But because you can't do that if you're doing genie %, theoretically, you might get them less often, which could lower your chances. We gotta figure this out. Chat, we gotta do genie %. What if we all share an account? Is account sharing still against the rules on RuneScape? Let me just preface this by saying this is a joke. We all share an account, and we spend like 10 minutes each a day, scheduled apart, checking it to see if we get a random event. So we're always logged on 24 hours. And then, yes, technically, but I mean, yeah. So we all check it. We all log in every 10 minutes to do these random events. We do it. We do it as a team. We teamwork it. Remember something like that, doing varied skills, upping the chance, but you never knew how it actually worked. I don't know if it even does work like that. So when Swampletics was doing, well, when Settled was doing Swampletics, excuse me, he experimented with it and found that when he was doing varied experience stuff, he seemed to get it more consistently. But I don't know if that was ever concretely determined. It's entirely possible it was just coincidences. But he was getting it, like, within the minute of, like, his estimates, so who knows? Who knows? Gotta coordinate shifts over time zones. No, exactly. That's the plan. Oh, I went over the lap count. I literally zoned out. Y'all, I went over it. We're done. We're done. I went over the lap count. I wasn't paying attention. Chat. Thank you all for helping me out with this grind. 65 agility is actually huge. Like, that's a pretty good agility level. That's pretty sexy. Full graceful, extremely sexy. Look, I'm floating in midair. That's how powerful we are now. My max level is 1222. Next time you see me, it might be 1250. Depending on how my construction grind goes. Thank you all so much. I've got a Mondo headache. Let's go see if there's anybody available to raid. Yeah, Yoko Tama's live right now. Let's go raid her. What's her raid phrase? What did we say today? I'm just gonna say Mondo headache. That's how I'm feeling. That's the only thing that's saying in my word. I'm tired. Can you tell? Everybody copy and paste this into Yoko's chat. Have a rest of your day is the good.